back to Collider Live, where I'm the fastest runner in the entire world, not just this room. I'm getting a lot of faces on that. Hello to Josh McCouga. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Flight
Missed you
issues,
guys.
I hear.
Yeah, yesterday was not an ideal. On the way there, I took the red eye, and there's no direct flights to LA anymore that isn't on or to Pittsburgh anymore that isn't on Spirit.
Oh,
or like
God.
these crazy expensive, like
Cardboard.
you gotta totally right.
That's the worst.
So I had to fly through Detroit, which was fine. They were on time going there. Yesterday was an absolute disaster, but I made it home.
Well, somebody who knows a thing or two about flight issues, Mark Riley.
Hey, yeah. Detroit is a fine place.
I like Detroit.
That's where. No, actually, it's fun but we stayed there. Meet that. Cody, Kristian, right?
Well,
Cody?
Yeah. Speaking of Cody, the guy who makes fun of us all for any kind of flight issue talk that we have because there are bigger problems in the world. Cody Hall.
Guys.
Totally.
Yeah.
Hi, Cody.
He's now like, I have a child. Grow up,
Oh,
guys.
I wasn't complaining as far as I don't mind flight issues. Like, it is what it is. I mean, I've dealt with them for my entire life.
No, it's up to me to complain.
I was just bummed that I couldn't make, because I booked this flight at crack of dawn Pittsburgh time. My mom dropped me off at the airport at 4 a.m. It was.
You didn't Uber?
My mom
She's a
doesn't.
saint.
My mom does not like us to Uber.
Wow.
She does not like that.
In the world or just to the airport?
To the airport in Pittsburgh. She would rather us. She knows that we get to the airport safely. My mom is a little neurotic.
That's really sweet, though.
Yeah,
Do you
she's
guys
super
think
mom.
that people in the world have as many issues with flying as we do? Like, is this every group of friends that talks about it, or is it us?
I just think it's an economies of scale situation because we fly so much. At least I do. Because I fly so much, the chances of something going wrong are just more possible.
But it's every time.
I mean, it's
just the odds.
And the thing is that
never in our favor.
Never. It's never. Is this what it was?
Well, I'm curious what you're trying to do. No, I think you both botched that.
Is it 3?
For sure. 2.
I have no
2
idea.
is the Boy Scouts, I think. 3 is Girl Scouts. You were an Eagle Girl.
Okay. First of all,
Is it this?
there's no such thing as an Eagle Girl.
Sorry,
Thank
there's
you.
an Eagle Scout.
So what happened was, mid Roxy's reign of Girl Scouts. By the way, Kristian Harloff will be here in 2 minutes. Don't worry. Don't
Yeah,
don't
we
tune out because
botched
he's not
that.
here. We didn't just ditch him early.
Yeah.
He'll be back. We went from doing this,
Yes.
and then something happened, Josh. They wouldn't tell us what, but something went down with this symbol.
And it went to there?
No, and we changed to this.
Oh.
Midway through Girl Scouts, we went from 3 fingers to 5. I don't know what took place.
So you went like this?
Literally, like the dumbest.
By the way, is sort of like a Nazi thing, wasn't it? Then they always go like.
Well,
No, that you got to be on a
I don't know if we
slant.
want to go
No,
there.
wait, hold on. I've watched enough World War II movies. Hold on. I'm making a point here, Cody.
It's a way.
I appreciate
No,
that, Cody.
okay. You had the thing. I know the march thing, but there's a lot of Nazi movies where you see them go like hail. They go like that.
it's so.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a
if
little
I
bit.
if I took my hand to my head and then went like diagonally this
No,
way.
I know the march one, but there's a lot of movies where you see them walk in and they go "Hail Hitler." They do that.
Maybe
I'm telling
maybe
you.
it's a hand raise.
Bring up Inglourious Bastards. Bring up all of
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. They do. Yeah. What's the other
Also,
one? The great one.
Indiana Jones: Last Crusade.
Last Crusade.
Cody,
Thank you.
thoughts
They do
on
this.
thoughts on clipping out that Josh just actually dropped the HH. I mean, what time is it?
Sorry.
It's so early. Welcome back from Pittsburgh.
Well, the Hitler waitress is still working over at the restaurant that we went to.
Did we update them?
No.
We didn't update the people.
Oh,
Okay.
I was so happy to be involved in that.
You were
one.
at the lunch.
So for those of you guys who didn't used to watch the show, because this talk has been taking place for a year.
Months. I mean, since the beginning of the
Since
show.
the beginning of time.
Yes.
Oh, the show. That as
That
well.
as well.
very true.
Well, I mean, hating Hitler, obviously, since it all happened, you hate
since
him, right?
Probably a lot of people hated him late 30s, mid 40s
Yes,
time.
totally.
Yeah, right around there.
Mid-30s, he can't,
Yeah.
whatever.
Wasn't popular after that either.
Definitely not.
That was a resurgence now.
We
fandom.
could go to the videotape. Of course, nobody likes him.
Not a good guy.
But anyway, so Josh and I went to a restaurant that had a woman there who was like possibly pro-Hitler.
Possibly, I would think that she
Her
was.
boyfriend was.
I don't want to say stupid enough, but I think she was so oblivious to the fact that Hitler was a bad person.
Yeah, she was our waitress every week, and her boyfriend was the exact quote was a Hitler fan.
Yes, he loves Hitler.
Loves Hitler. And so anyway, I did complain.
Yes.
My big Jewish balls sacked up, and that was an interesting. It came out faster than I could swallow.
That
it.
was
Oh, Roxy!
Just surprised you spent so much time swallowing.
Zing.
Interesting.
Whoopsie-daisy.
So I finally said something, and they took my complaint clearly not that seriously.
They literally went into the complaint box, the suggestion box, remember? And they poked it out, and they were like, okay, and lit it on fire in the flame broiler in the back.
So at the time, she was on maternity leave. And so Josh and I were like, okay, they're just going to phase her out.
Yes.
And
They should.
We started going back to the restaurant.
Because now we had this, whoopsie-daisy, we had
think
this
we mentioned
amazing waitress. I would sit down, and she would bring me 2 iced teas. She knew what I ordered for lunch. Her name is Steph, and she is absolutely fantastic. And I would wish that she would go somewhere else
Yeah, we
that
love
didn't support
Steph.
Nazi behavior.
So Mark, Josh, and I went to lunch, and the girl is back.
There she was, back from maternity leave.
The bitch is back in
there
town.
she was.
What a twist. Thank you, Cody.
There she was.
I will
again.
say, jokes on her, though, because she was unrecognizable.
Yes.
What?
are we
Really?
gonna-
Oh, was she?
Yeah, I mean, we barely recognized her. And then I told the girl.
She wasn't looking her best.
She was not. And she walked away, and the girl who was the hostess, I was like, we can't sit in her section. I was like, not
but
in
you
her
wanna know what
section.
was interesting? So we said to the hostess, we can't sit in that girl's section. And she said, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just sat us somewhere else. But then
she
had that girl bring us the food.
She was our freaking
food runner. It was bizarre. Also, don't you think she should ask a follow-up question if you say, or do you think no?
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like if I was the hostess at a restaurant, which I was,
Sure.
and somebody said, and that never happened, but if somebody
Right.
said, I can't sit in that section, I would say, okay, is there a reason, or
Yeah, because your waitress supports Hitler.
do you feel comfortable telling me why? Or I think we would have said that probably.
Yeah.
But we didn't, and so now she's still there.
Now she's still there.
Quick poll on the Collider Live.
Yeah, Alex. Is Alex
Twitter.
here today?
Alex is not here today.
Okay.
He doesn't love
What's
us
going
anymore,
on,
I don't
Cody?
think. Yeah, what is going
used
on
to
with
text
Alex?
me.
Big project at work right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
Alex is
coming
a
up
busy
on
guy.
the Halloween movies.
Oh.
So
Ah,
It's
yes.
a busy season for them.
It is. Yeah,
Is that
I understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Well, don't you feel like every season? Wow, that's a
Good
tough
work on
word.
that. Yeah, you nailed
is
that.
a hard season.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: is I kind of look at it is like summer, obviously a lot of busy, like vacation. You're trying to like actually do some activities. Fall comes along, and you're just trending towards Christmas because there are people that enjoy Halloween, which I don't.
But Halloween season's tough. Thanksgiving season's tough. Christmas season's tough. The
Totally.
summer season is hard.
Yeah.
The New Year is very challenging. Valentine's Day, really
guys,
difficult
brutal.
for people.
Life is hard.
Yes.
All right? This is what we're dealing with
That's
here.
true.
Every day.
and the flights.
The struggle.
And the Hitler
And
waitress.
the flights and the Hitler waitress.
I mean, we're starting a
and-
Tuesday off hot.
Welcome to the
Real
show.
hot.
Yeah.
I'm going to clip this out. Flights, Hitler waitresses, and life.
Speaking
Yeah.
of hot,
What's up?
unbearable in here.
Well, you just
it?
sprinted to your car back and forth, and you're wearing a cashmere sweater.
Well, number one, thank you for thinking I'm wealthy enough to be in a cashmere sweater when this
cashmere?
is a cotton, but from Target. But I really appreciate you. Also, a hand-me-down from one of my guy friends who got larger. So, and I've had this since the 8th grade.
And
Nice.
Like
Okay.
many of my clothes. I'm very vintage.
Well, here's the
I'm
thing.
retro, Josh.
there are certain T-shirts that Amanda has tried to throw away, and I have taken to like a tailor to stitch like a hole in it because I'm so partial to certain T-shirts. There are
Yeah.
other
You
T-shirts that
you
I get.
patch 'em?
No, like they can just stitch them a little bit, or maybe there's like fabric glue. I don't know, whatever the case may be.
Fabric glue?
Oh, my.
Yeah, I think
I've
there
heard
is.
about this.
Yeah,
I could
like
use
a fabric.
Well,
bluish
I
type?
was a seamstress for about 8 years. This is a true story.
Really?
I started my career at So Easy, SEW Easy.
My first job was the button box. It's like a shared universe of tailoring
So
places.
Easy and Button Box.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good pun,
But I
by the way.
made my own dresses, pants, PJs for everybody.
My mom made her prom dress in high school. She sewed her prom dress. She was a seamstress as well.
It's okay that you went up to me. I'll take that. Mine were not particularly lasting.
Straight Cinderella action right there.
100%. Also, by the way, what are we talking about today? I do like when we tease the show a little bit.
Okay,
'cause I
well-
think we do have some news ahead.
We do. We have
And
news.
definitely more nonsense to
More,
come.
definitely more nonsense. There is, in fact, talk. Todd Phillips, Joaquin Phoenix, from the lips of Joaquin Phoenix. We'll do that at the 11 o'clock hour. But he did say, if
Excellent.
there's an interesting idea with Todd Phillips and myself for another Joker, he's up for the possibility. He's up for it.
Oh,
Shocked
this
by
is
that.
shocker.
No, I actually am shocked, but
Really?
we'll talk about that later.
talk
on.
about
made
that.
$948 million opening weekend.
Yeah.
I will not deal with your drama, satire, sarcasm right now.
Over
You
the
would love Joker.
Yeah.
You would love it. I'm serious.
I saw Hal Rudnick's review of it, and I think I might lean more
Mark?
towards him.
Mark,
What?
are you just lying to him on purpose?
You don't think you'll like Joker?
No, I do not think he'll like Joker.
Interesting.
God.
It's a horror movie.
It is a horror
It's a
movie.
straight up horror movie.
It is a horror movie. But
You'll be-
no. It's not. It's
I'm
not
not.
going to scare him like that. There will be moments that you'll be uncomfortable. Okay. You want to bet?
All of the money. I want to
All of
bet
the money?
literally all of the money.
Well, why doesn't
Josh,
somebody
you are
take me
not.
to Joker? Because I was promised lots of drinks and food at Halloween Horror Nights, and I got bought one drink by Katie Sackhoff.
We
Yeah.
were not able to drink. Like, how often?
That was. Do you know how long we waited in that line?
Pause.
In the rum
Every
line.
30 seconds, I said, "Can we stop for a drink?" I was told no. Over and
know.
over.
Well,
and
I'm still sitting here, and I'm just waiting. Like, you guys could take me to the movie if you want. You could sit there while we watch the Joker and
Josh,
see if I like
I
it.
care too much about you to take you to
Now
the Joker.
I'm second guessing myself. Hold
Probably
on.
because
Hold
you're
on a
dead
minute.
wrong. Cody, did you see the Joker?
No, I can't see movies for 18 years.
Solid point. Wait, I do want to hear what else we're talking about, but I have
Yeah.
to tell you guys about a movie experience I had last night. Though.
Okay.
This was a nightmare situation.
All right.
Okay. What?
Wait,
you
are we-
wanted
are
to
we
do yours
teasing more
first?
news
No,
and
I
then
was
you
going to
tell
tell
it?
mine and then this.
You do it.
Let's shake on it, though. Let's do like a who goes first.
I think Riley
rock,
should
paper,
tease, and then I
scissors.
want to hear the story.
Solid, Josh, solid. And break.
Break. Okay. Matrix writer Zach Penn says the Wachowski sequel is just one of the movies we're getting in the Matrix world. We might
Okay.
get a prequel. So
Okay.
there's 2 in development.
Okay,
Still never seen any of them.
cool.
This is so we're going to remedy that
Yeah.
really fast. Albert Hughes is going to direct. Remember the North Hollywood shootout?
Yes.
Back in the 90s?
Ken knows a cop that was involved in it.
Yes.
No, I don't remember that.
There's going to be a movie
I'll send you
based
the
on
YouTube
it.
video. It's crazy.
Oh, I
There's a
pulled
YouTube
it.
video of
It's
the
like
shootout?
Heat. It's like Heat.
But it's real?
It's real.
Yes. It's
what- that's
straight
what
up.
the
I
shootout
watched
Heat
it
is based
yesterday.
off of.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched it
I love that
yesterday
movie.
because of this news. I went, my God, is that video still there?
Yeah.
Yes, it
Oh, yeah.
is.
Oh, yeah.
And it's crazy. So there's going to be a movie adaptation of that.
Okay.
Jason Statham is reuniting with Guy Ritchie
And it feels so
for an
good.
armored truck heist movie.
Done. Sign me up. I'm in.
And then Robert Downey Jr. defending Marvel movies from those Martin Scorsese comments. He was on Howard Stern, and he was very, very eloquent with it. Though he's defending. He was just like,
All right, it's a tease, Mark. It's a
Yeah,
tease.
it's
It's a tease.
Yeah, sorry.
I like it.
I want
though.
to get into it.
I like knowing what we have ahead. Some really great stuff. Some,
Sure.
some
And if-
excellent usage of the actual rundown.
Yes,
Well done.
and then if you want to see a funny video, Roxy,
Yes, I do.
I don't
seen
know if
it.
you'll like this.
I've seen it 100 times.
What is
Don't
it?
just tease. Just.
It's just a
Mark,
funny video.
I haven't even said anything, Josh.
That's why it's called a tease. You want to see a funny video? Just wait for it.
Okay, that's fine.
I like
Right?
that.
That's
What
how
he
it-
said.
That's how a tease works, Marks.
Marks.
How many marks,
Marks,
in one room?
Marks plural.
Can you imagine if just Ellis popped up?
Yeah.
Marks.
Hey!
Oh.
Why is that my Ellis?
Fernandez, Ellis.
It sounded a lot like
No,
somebody
that's about
else's
it.
voice we're not allowed
No.
to do anymore.
No,
just
no.
not allowed. Okay, so last night, guys, I went to go see Gemini Man,
Oh no.
which, no.
Oh,
Totally fine.
is
However,
the embargo still down? Up? Around?
I think the embargo, I can talk about it.
Okay.
But that's not the point of my story.
Sure,
I
sure,
will,
sure.
in fact, talk about it. But
Okay.
something,
Wait. Oh, Kristian is telling me to wait for this story.
he said, wait for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good tease. It's the Gemini Man story
Was
coming
he
up at
there?
10:30.
Was he there? I'm sorry. I
Coming
just
up at
got
the
the
10:30
text.
hour. I have a story for you.
Well,
guys.
if Kristian would like us to wait for stories,
But
then
I just want to
maybe
make sure. Is it this?
Tell her to wait on that Tory.
Is it Tory or Story? I'm assuming it means Story.
Victoria is coming in.
As we
Did he
know-
just say that?
As we know, Kristian
All right,
likes to
fine.
talk text.
I will.
Oh,
So it's
so he's
Story.
listening to the show right now.
I will tease you guys with this.
Yes.
I made an at the first, right before the movie started. There was a big and it could not be solved until the end of the movie. And
Did you poop your pants?
no, no,
No, you can't tell. Did you pee your pants? Did you
No.
sneeze into your popcorn and then keep eating it?
didn't you
There
just
it is.
teach me about what a tease was?
Oh yeah.
What would you like me
Jesus.
to do?
To be like, I'll tell you guys what. It is something incredible, or do something like that. Like, boy, oh boy, did I mess up.
Yes, I botched it. It was
Nice.
really, really bad. You did mention poop though. so I can talk about something else. I did not poop myself yesterday, but I did have a really interesting poop experience yesterday.
Okay.
God.
Here we go.
Well, I'm just going to
And
tell you
all
guys
the
about it.
viewers have tuned out.
Well,
Girls do not talk about poop. This is 2019.
No,
that's kind of the
Woke culture.
That's kind of the point of the story,
Got it.
actually.
Okay.
So one of the things that I've been doing for the last few weeks, taken on as a new job, is do you guys know that Ben Bateman's getting back surgery this week?
Oh, right. I've heard those.
And
about
so
that.
he's been
I
like
do know. Hey, there he is.
diapers and bottles and sick.
You get my text. I said, please tell Roxy.
I did.
to
I
wait.
wait.
before-
I
Oh, you did?
waited.
Okay,
yeah,
I
yeah,
waited.
yeah.
Good.
I scroll.
You scroll. You are wrong. He would not be scared during Joker.
Thank you.
No?
You guys are wrong.
I'll make you
How? Yeah.
scared. He doesn't, because I know what he gets scared at. That's not the type of you
Okay.
say.
All right.
It's
You'll watch it.
he'll
You'll be creeped out by it.
Yes.
Okay.
You'll be creeped
You think
out
he's
by
gonna
it.
like the movie?
I think you
No.
will.
My point is, it's scary. He's not gonna like the movie in general.
But you think he's going to get scared like he does?
I think
Hi, by the way.
a couple of
Hi,
times.
Kristian.
I also was in the middle of something, but it's okay.
Well,
I was about to tell a big
A
poop story.
poop
What's up?
story.
A poop story? All right. Well, what should we... Hi, everyone. Sorry for the...
Yo, what happened? You tried to get off the, and then you had to loop.
Did you see?
Let me put notes here first. First, we're going to write poop. Then we will write Gemini. Then we will write Joker scared.
Okay.
And then I will tell you first what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
So I wake up today.
Word. What's up?
Boom.
Boom.
So I say to myself, okay, look, you know what I'm going to do? I want to get here early. I want to prep. I want to get everything kind of set up and good to go. So I get on the road at 8:40.
As opposed
Yeah, yeah.
to not doing that before.
Well, sometimes with the baby and
right.
everything too. If I get on the road just around like 9:10, I get here 10, 15 minutes before the show. But I had a little bit of go time today because everybody woke up, got everybody out of the house. It was quick. So I'm like, okay,
Well
got
done.
it.
Very generous assessment of the time that you usually show
Yeah,
up.
well, like 10 minutes beforehand, but because it takes me 45 minutes to 50 minutes to get here every
Totally.
day. So today I say, you know what? If I get on the road at 8:45, I can potentially get there by 9:30.
Yeah.
So that'll give me a good time to kind of settle,
Damn, yeah, you could get here.
chill out, relax,
Write your
talk,
notes.
have the whole thing. So 8:30, I get on the. I'd say maybe close to 8:35.
Whoa.
Right? So I get on the road.
Let's all guess. You got pulled over. You had car issues.
No.
You had to turn back around.
No.
You
I
forgot
thought you said
something.
let's
Get
all
on the.
guess.
She just.
Nobody else was throwing
She's
things
talking
out
about the
there.
voices inside of her head. Every one of them is.
All of them
It's like
just guessed.
inside out. Every single one of the voices at the same time just screams out.
Everybody was guessing.
Yeah. So
Not
no,
accurate?
it just I essentially turned onto a parking lot and sat in a parking lot. Sorry, the 405. The 405 didn't move, and it was not moving
Should have
because
taken the 5.
I couldn't get to the 5.
no, because that's what he usually does.
I couldn't get to the 5. I couldn't get anywhere because the second I entered the 405, it was a
were
big,
stuck.
huge accident that happened that was backed up. So I said, shit. So I get off on Sunset Boulevard. Siri, who usually is pretty good to me, gives me this route, and it Roxy'd me, right? It tells me, you're going to be there by 9:50. Every time I keep going up,
Yeah.
9:53, 9:57.
yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, 10:05. So by the time I finally get to the highway, it says, you'll be there at 10:05. Great. Tell Riley, 10:05, wait.
Yeah.
Then I get on that highway, keep going. It says, now you're going to be there at 10:15. I was like, just tell me I'll be there next week.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So I got here. That's
You did
that's
it.
the bottom
You did
line.
You
I
did
got
it. You
here.
updated me. You called me at 8:45.
Right.
So story checks out.
I will
Math
say,
is correct.
I read this thing the other day though, and
just
it's
correct
just
my
so
dad.
accurate
What?
about like guy goes out of town for work and his out of office message is like, hey, won't be checking emails for 2 weeks. Talk to you guys then. Girl goes out of town. Here are the 6 phone numbers you can reach me on. I'm so sorry that I'm
Right.
leaving. Like, remember when I walked in 1 minute late and I wanted to just like off myself under the table?
Yeah.
I need your energy. Like
To do that?
Well, like you just walked in and you're like, all right, anyway, let's move forward.
Well, you gotta accept it at this point.
For like 2 weeks, I was like, I showed up
Because
1 minute late. I'm never gonna
Unless
get
you have the
forgiven.
time
ridiculous.
machine. I
There's
mean,
a
you just gotta
difference.
move on.
There's a difference because inside of your head, and we'll talk about the Gemini Man in a second. If your phone isn't working or something happens, it's like Skynet just shuts down. For me, I knew that once I knew it was going to be at 10:15, then I have to just schedule with him and say, okay, either you start the show late. Or you guys do exactly what you did, and when we start off and we got there, you can't. I mean, it is what it is. You're going to be late. You're going to be late. You know what I mean? I don't like being late either.
I need that
I don't like it.
energy. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
That's what my wife says to me all the time.
When there's enough.
Fuck it.
No.
I need
She
that
says,
energy.
I want that energy.
Yeah.
She's like, why aren't you worried about things? I was like, because if I worried about things,
Then you.
then
because
then we both would, and then
Yeah.
we'd be
Nothing.
screwed.
It is a
Totally.
fact that when you are in traffic, there's nothing you
can't do
can
anything
do.
about it.
I just don't I don't have that button where I'm like, no worries.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know if I've
Yeah.
ever said that a moment
I
in
don't
my
think I had a
life
no worries
about myself.
button, but it's I certainly was like, this sucks, but
It's how you handle it.
Yeah, what are you gonna
I
do?
gave Ken the nickname "Oh Kenny No Bothers" because every time he's like, "No worries." Like he's one of those dudes that lets stuff roll right off his back. It is
Does
he
Or
does.
does he let it build?
No. I mean,
Little
he
column
can, he
A,
can
little
let
column
certain,
B.
Yeah.
he can let certain things build, but for the most part, he is a very
Yeah,
like
it's true.
nonchalant dude that doesn't let a lot of
No,
stuff
you're
bother
right.
him.
That
You're right,
reminds me of Eeyore, kind of like, thanks for noticing. Why bother?
This is your second
bother.
EO reference in as little as 2 weeks.
I love Eeyore.
I like him too.
So
I'm a
much.
big fan.
Do you guys know that when I get a fever, I see Eeyore? This is real.
All
Your
right.
head is broken.
I know. For sure.
Wait,
It's the
we
best
might-
quote we've had on this show. Your head is broken.
For sure.
For all the things that happens to you, and I feel like Makuga would be more scared inside of your head than he would be.
Fucked up place.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for visiting.
Yeah.
Are we just gonna fly past that Eeyore thing that when
It's
you
a
have
real,
a fever?
like, it straight up was a real thing when I was growing
Acid
up.
trip?
You know how you have, no, this
Patronum
is
charm?
pre-acid Roxy. When you're growing up, you get way more fevers, right?
Yeah.
That's just how it is, or
happens.
at least
You gotta
for
get an
me.
immune system. Yeah,
I
built.
had tons of fevers growing up, like just all the time. I had fevers.
You want
and
ice cream? No, I'd rather have a fever. Thank you.
It's not
No?
true. I'd rather
Ice
have
cream.
ice cream.
No, you'd rather have ice cream.
Yeah.
But you didn't get that. You have fevers.
Yeah,
Stop interrupting,
but
Christian.
it's
Sorry.
feed a cold, starve a fever, though, and that was the worst part because then I had to starve the fever. That was the lesson in my house, so that I couldn't eat the ice cream. Cold, you can eat it, but not anyway.
I want that to be the name of your book. Starve the fever.
That'd be right.
Forever. It was like always the first sign. I would be like, my parents would come in. I would be like talking to Eeyore,
Right.
and they would be like, "Oh no,
She's crazy.
And then they would take my temperature. I had a fever.
Right.
I don't know what it was. Like I had an Eeyore doll growing up, so maybe it's part of my inner psyche, whatever. But
Who's your imaginary friend when you were sick?
I guess Eeyore.
There you go.
Probably
Yeah.
Eeyore.
Well, I
Thanks
mean,
for
look,
noticing.
Christopher Robin's a fucking lunatic anyway, if you think about it.
True.
Oh, they're all nuts. So.
Yeah.
T.I. Double Gur, are you crazy? He's nuts. He's on crack.
It's funny now that we have Winston Marshall in here with the whole conversation. It's funny. Let's go back
Which
to
Roxy had this poop
Joker.
story that was
Oh,
very fun.
Okay, Pooper, and then Joker.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter much.
Oh no.
Oh,
well, I set you up, and now
You built
disaster.
it.
Yeah, you did. Okay,
Take
so
the ball.
So
Fuck
here's
it.
what happened.
You don't want the ball anymore?
You want to show up 15 minutes late?
Yeah.
You don't want the
You
ball?
want to control traffic? See,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yes, I do. Yes, I
I knew.
desperately
I know
wanted-
how to get here. I could.
I don't.
I could smash my
I
phone
did not
with a
know how
hammer
to get in.
and
Yes.
get
Okay.
here.
So the poop story. So I'm over there and I'm
She's-
working on taking care of Ben
Ben didn't,
because
'cause
he's
a
having the
mess.
surgery.
He's a mess.
I drove him to the screening last night.
What is it?
His surgery?
Yeah, but what is
He
his
has
back?
a
It's-
slip disc between his L4 and L5 vertebrae.
It's not good.
Jesus.
It's really not
And
good.
so he's lost
Yeah.
all feeling in his legs. I don't know why he went to the screening last night, to be
shouldn't have.
honest. But he's trying to push himself. Whatever
much.
though.
And behind the curtain stuff too for people too is that he competed in the Schmodown, and I told him not to, and he did.
So did I.
And we'll be seeing that match coming up soon. But
He was
he's a
not on
maniac.
less fiend.
No, he is on.
But,
I see what you
but,
do. All right, finish your shit story.
Oh yeah, that was brutal.
morphine.
But,
He was
yeah,
on-
no, I
So
get
you,
it.
You
I get
drive
it.
in Ben.
So
you realize
no,
you gotta
no,
go to the bathroom.
no. I'm there yesterday, and his dad is down from Seattle, and like I don't know what it was, but for like an hour and a half, the two of them are exchanging shit stories.
Oh.
As we're
In the car?
No,
Oh.
we're not in the car yet. I drive there to pick him up.
Right.
I'm hanging out with him and his dad, and like it was like an hour and a half of poop stories.
Oh, hour and a
While
half?
we're-
That-
I'm
that-
not.
that's a big
I-
exaggeration.
I
That's
feel like I'm
exaggeration.
exaggerating, but not by that much.
An hour and a half.
That's a lot of poop talk.
It was at
We haven't done that on this show.
It was at least a half an
that's
hour.
That's even a lot
Okay,
for
it was
the
at least a half
Poopcast.
an hour. They were going.
Available
We were
on Podcast
eating.
One.
We were eating, and they were going back and forth with poop stories. So if you can't beat them, join them.
So you
And
just-
then I trumped them all. Do you guys want to hear mine or no?
sure.
No, we're good. All right.
I mean, that's a tease, Christian. You gotta let
Fine,
it.
I'll tease it for a different
I
show.
just don't know if she can. I just don't know if she can do
Recover
what
from
she
it?
did
If I can
yesterday.
handle?
No, what she did yesterday is so we were telling stories about mother-in-laws, and I had a pretty good one because my mother-in-law is staying with us, right?
Oh,
yeah.
no,
We did
she's
this.
there.
Roxy just came in like it's like when you think like someone's going to headline a comedy show, and I thought my story was, and it was going to take it, and then Jerry Seinfeld walks in and just tears the place down.
You don't even have a mother-in-law.
No, it wasn't mother-in-law. It normally
Grammy.
No, because the reason I give her that much props, the story was amazing, and just the cliff notes of this thing. So her grandmother was trying to use the Uber app. So she was getting very upset. Roxy had to go and figure out what she was doing wrong. Well, her grandmother was using the Hulu app. See, it's
amazing.
It's amazing. It's pretty great. Roca almost fell off his chair and broke his hip.
Grammy's going on a tire right now. She posted a story on her Facebook.
Yes.
And is just commenting on her own story.
Oh, I like that.
On repeat.
I love that.
It's
I like that.
unreal.
That's good.
I can't.
Maybe she's talking to Eeyore.
No, she thinks she's responding to people, but she's
she's
not.
just responding to
She's
herself.
just commenting.
Does she like
things
her own statuses?
all the time?
I love that.
All the
That'll
time.
get it going.
Can we get her on the show?
Oh my God, 100%. I wrote a caption the other day: 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, 4 a.m. call time, and she wrote back saying, "Just 1 tequila." Like she trolls
Not
me
sure. Got it.
so hard.
Does she know she's trolling you?
Yes,
Right, okay.
yes.
So your
she's
grandma's Nick Mundy with the Joker?
kind of, yeah. She's like the ultimate
Right on.
troll. The
Right
ultimate
on.
troll. You want to tell them what I did?
Yes. So let's tell that story. So last night we go to a Gemini Man.
Is it embargoed? How's my boy? Does he do okay?
It's on Rotten Tomatoes with a 39%,
Okay,
so I
no.
don't think it's
So no.
embargoed.
Yikes.
Okay, so we saw it last night, and so Roxy. It's so funny because I didn't even recognize Ben, and he's limping into the theater. I still don't recognize him.
Well,
Right?
he's also limping in with a golf club.
Yeah, right. He's not even using a cane.
He
He's
went to
using
buy a
golf club.
cane, and they didn't have one, so he
He's
bought
using
a golf club.
That makes sense.
And it looks like a homeless person with it.
Yeah, it does. Well, he's not wearing a suit, and he's very disheveled these days. But he walks in. We say, Roxy. The theater was somewhat empty too, but we saw
really
it
empty.
We saw it in prime in the big screen, and Roxy right before the movie starts, like 30 seconds before it starts, she's like, is laughing. Can't find my phone. You talk about now that would freak me out. You said like the attitude that you had
But
for that. You're like, okay, I
here's
just
what
lost the
happened,
phone.
though. Here's what happened. I go to the bathroom right before. So the movie's supposed to start at 7. It didn't end up starting until 7:15. I go to the
Right.
bathroom around 7, and I post a picture on Instagram. So I know that I have my phone. I come back to the
Well, I
seat.
texted you too.
True.
Yeah.
I come back to the seat, and all of a sudden the movie's about to start, and I'm like, I don't know where my phone is.
But you didn't say it like
No, I
that.
was
You had
like,
a big
huh.
smile on your face.
I was like, because I was like, there's no way it's gone.
Right.
Like that would be crazy.
I thought she
had
left it on the counter for when she got popcorn, or in the bathroom. I said,
So
then it probably is
he
because
said-
people are
Yeah,
scumbags.
He's like,
totally.
go check. And I was like, oh, okay. So the movie's starting, and I'm like, shit. So I go out to go get my phone. I look in the bathroom, it's not there.
Right.
I ask the people, not there. The guy comes over to me and is like, okay, if you want, I can go make a scene in the movie theater right now, but the movie has started. I can look for your phone. I'm like, no, what am I going to do?
He would have done a scene from like The Shining or a Truman Show. Those are his 2 movies he can do.
The phone's here, Johnny!
He's just like, this is my interpretation of Popeye from 1980, Robin Williams.
So I go back in, and I'm like, well, what are my options?
That was funny. Well, keep going.
No, I'm going to let it sit.
Just imagine he's got rubber balloons. I can make a scene. Hey, everybody! Oh, he's back at it again. Well, I warned the woman. Should I do a scene? She said yes.
I
was
decided
gonna-
I'd do the scene from Shawshank.
I did Shawshank, then quickly went to Death to Smoochie.
Apparently, you can't put those two together. Very different movies.
Or can you?
Ooh. Don't mind if I
Cody,
do.
how do you rank it?
Not great.
No, okay. Just checking. So anyway, I come back. I say that
Because she
it's
became the
gone.
beacon for comedy all of a sudden.
Well, you did say my bit killed yesterday.
Did.
So.
It's true, but don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
Kid. As
Watch
Han
it.
Solo
If you,
said, don't
if
get
you had
cocky.
let me tell my poop story, you would have been happy. So
Or
anyway, so I think to myself, no options. Gonna watch the movie.
That is our best sound clip of all time.
That was a longer sound button. If that was
I am in a room of 3 grown men and 1 grown man in the booth who just had a child, and you guys can't breathe because of that.
my God. I'm sorry, Roxy. That was just so funny because of the randomness. Oh.
No, please tell your story.
Go, keep going, Gemini
Come
Man.
on.
This is our story that you made me wait for you for.
I know, but it happened to you. I just happened to be there. I was a witness.
I was kind of surprised with that.
Oh my God.
Okay, so after the movie, what?
I just can't stop thinking of the soundbite.
Sorry, go.
All right,
after the
please.
movie.
Silent. You gotta be. Let's
Oh, God. It's
I want
on
to listen to
here,
the
too.
story.
You know the
I
story.
want you to tell the story.
Keep going.
After the movie, we go to look for the phone under the seat. Not there.
Oh.
Kristian gets on his hands and knees with his flashlight, looking under there. Not there. These are reclining chairs. We put the legs up, search everywhere.
Right.
Not there. Okay. I leave the theater to go talk to lost and found people. Kristian stays
to look
searching
for it, yeah.
my phone.
Yep.
Good friend.
Not there.
No.
I go and talk to lost and found. What do you got?
No. I just wanted to make sure my phone was going off. Mm-hmm. It's good. It's
Go
good.
and look and talk to lost and found. Not there. At this point, I'm like, all right, because I can't get anywhere without this thing.
That's true,
like
yeah.
I literally can't get home.
Whoops.
Yeah.
So I there's nothing I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Go talk to Kristian, and he was like, I mean, if you left it in the bathroom, maybe somebody took it.
Right.
And I was like, oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Kristian leaves, and I am at the movie theater like. So let me ask you: is what you did text Cody to play the bite again?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, of course he did. Oh, oh my God.
It's so long. it's
I cannot believe this.
No, I can't either.
It's like a snake that just woke up home.
I laughed this hard in like 2 years.
I'm sweating from laughing.
Do you guys know how hard people work at comedy? And like that's what got you guys.
You're laughing
I have
too.
no idea.
I'm looking at you guys. That is unbelievable.
Oh my God, so good. I want to do that during a real serious guest. Can you imagine we did
Ladies
that?
and gentlemen.
No, who was it? John Noble. Remember John Noble in here? Remember John Noble interview? It sounds like an old man snoring. That came out of someone's body.
Do you think it did?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right.
All right, so keep going,
Okay,
Roxy.
sorry.
As I was preparing
phone's
for
gone.
King
You
Theodore,
can't get
let me-
anywhere.
All right,
Kristian's
we're
left. Have you guys tried to call the phone?
Yes, we
Yeah,
tried
we
calling
tried.
it. The music
Did
was
it-
on towards the end of it. And
was it going straight to voicemail or was it ringing?
It was ringing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So, there,
so that's a good sign
'Kay.
because they haven't jacked it. So
Right.
Kristian leaves. I go out and like God blessed the earth.
some would say amazing. I don't get it. I don't get the reference.
I guess not.
I got it.
Okay, you got it. Okay,
Yeah.
finish.
Because I saw
missed
your
that.
tweet, too.
Yeah, right,
So,
Oh, is that what Mara's nickname is?
Yeah.
Mara looks at me and is like, I can't let this poor girl stay here by herself. Mara and Dan are like, let's go back in the theater. Let's give this one more shot.
nice.
And you guys know Mara's had like crazy back issues also.
Yeah.
Mara gave no fucks. She got on her hands and knees with 2 phone flashlights and was like, I'm not leaving. It's here. Because
It's like Ed 209.
because I go on Ben's phone.
What a sweetheart.
I go on Ben's phone. I do find my iPhone, and it says it's at Century City. So I'm like, my phone is motherfucking here. Nobody's taking my phone and just sitting at Starbucks. Like,
right.
it's got to be here. She is digging. She's calling it. All of a sudden, the call lights it up.
Yeah.
So she sees with like her multiple phones. It's like in the wires
abyss.
of the chair.
Yeah.
I don't even know where she pulled it from.
Wow.
Gets it, hands it to me. I wanted to cry.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Because Roxy, I gotta be honest. I thought it was long gone.
Yeah.
long gone. Yeah, because I was there for a little
Sure
bit looking
seemed
for it,
like
and then
it.
I took off. And
I
then,
literally was like, I won't be able to because it's too late to go get a new phone. I
you
don't
have
know.
nothing.
I don't know what to do.
Right.
When
I
it-
used to keep a Garmin in my car, the navigation systems for this reason. If my phone, because I can't get anywhere, but it broke because it was like 15 years old,
Right.
and they don't make those.
Well, but the good
Now
news
that
is
phones
you
work.
texted me. I'm like, oh, she found it. But it was one of those things. It's like, it was a disaster for a little bit, and I was like, I don't know, she's gonna get lost just going home tonight.
It was brutal, and like we stopped traffic getting out of the row.
Yeah, whatever.
We were all like,
I'll tell you what, that movie. So we can talk about the movie in just a second, but I think we all can agree, a comedy. It was not. Like there are a few lines here and there. Whoever's sitting on the far left,
side.
it was like they heard that sound.
they were dying.
They
was playing for them.
and good on them.
Yeah.
But they were just, cracking up like it was just like.
It was making me laugh.
Yeah.
They would laugh, so
Yeah.
I would laugh because they were laughing at the most random things.
And they were like the only ones in the
it
theater
was
laughing.
crazy.
It wasn't like in Rambo when we were cheering or laughing
No,
at
no.
like how bad the death
No.
was.
This was a line that they were trying for like comedy that you go, oh, okay, that's clever, But it
was-
hit them like it just hit us.
It was
with that
cracking
noise.
me up.
Was it the writer of the movie?
I don't know. I know. I've seen this person before. They're a critic, but look,
they
it
were
just worked
laughing
for them.
every time they laughed. I started laughing
Yeah.
because it was like, what?
It was working for them. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe their sister or brother
Friends
wrote
with
it
the
for 'em
writer or
I
something?
don't know.
The movie itself, so it was shot. It was it 60 frames? Is that what it was?
I think, but
was
I don't
60
know.
frames. So because I looked at it, I said, was this 48 frames? 'Cause it was
Yeah,
3D.
it
I
was
haven't seen a 3D movie forever.
It was tough, that part.
You know what's funny though about that? I hate it. I hate 48 frames, 60. I hate it. For some reason, that worked for me. But I talked to everybody else in the theater that I knew, and they hated it. Or didn't like it.
These particular 3D glasses, I don't know if it was mine or what, but there was like I
Look,
just
a
kept
blur.
I kept smudging it out. I guess it wasn't. It's like that blue corner edge, but I couldn't stop seeing it. It was very frustrating.
Yeah.
That
That's
happens.
annoying. How can you really take in the movie
I
with you
started
taking
going,
off
like-
your shit?
Should've got
the
new
whole time?
glasses.
I started closing my left eye, but then
that's
the
healthy.
3D didn't work.
No, that's not good.
No.
Yikes.
All right, but the frames when I'm watching it, I was like, because I thought I was like, this sucks. Why is this have to be shot like this?
Right.
But Ang Lee does such a really
It's
creative,
dope.
interesting. It's gorgeous to look at.
cool.
The script stinks.
Okay.
I didn't like the script.
I didn't think it stunk. I
yeah.
thought that it was not. I thought that this movie was totally serviceable. It was
Yeah, it
passable.
was fine. I didn't think the movie stunk. I said the script stinks.
Yeah,
It-
but
it
you've been
started-
developing
dialogue-
this thing forever.
It's when they started, it started to get pretty interesting at first, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm on board. And I thought that Will Smith was good.
Elizabeth Winstead, who is an actual star,
She's really good.
who's going to be in the Birds of Prey movie.
There was something. Sometimes I didn't believe, and I thought it was more the direction. Like things would happen, and the way that she reacted to it, I was like, well, that didn't really seem like that affected her at all. But it wasn't her fault. It was more the directing. And then what happens with the actual younger version? There's times 90% of him looking young looks fantastic.
But then I think it was Profile that got weird sometimes.
Right at the end, the very last scene,
See-
it looks like a video game.
Yeah.
It straight up looks like a video game. But I guess because I
It
was
was like
so
they were kind of like, we're close enough. We're almost
we got,
done.
yeah, we
'cause
got you there. But the story and then the conclusion and certain things that happen, and Benedict Wong was really good, but it's just some of the choices were just dull.
They made one particular choice that I thought was like ridiculous.
I think I
like,
know what you
why did
Does that have to
you?
deal with a car?
No.
No. Okay, we'll talk about it later.
No.
We'll talk afterwards.
After the car.
Oh.
After the car.
Oh, well, there's a lot of silliness in it. Clive Owen's in it too, and I was kind of depressed when I saw Clive Owen in it because I always thought Clive Owen was going to pop as like a megastar.
Can I tell you
Yeah.
guys something honest, which is going to
kinda
completely
has.
destroy my credibility as anything ever was? But you guys know I suck at this kind of thing.
What?
I turned over to Ben and I said, "What's that guy's name?"
Yeah, that happens.
And he
I
said,
mean,
"Clive Owen."
Ellis has been
Yeah,
doing
but,
that forever.
But I literally, because that's how long
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even remember who he is anymore.
You know what I actually want to see because I challenged myself last night. Cody, can you please bring up IMDb for Gemini Man? So there's a guy that he's working with, the agent that kind of sends him off the thing at first. I am convinced that he is in the Phantom Menace, and he's the one that goes, "Shield generator's down," in the very beginning, and then he goes, "That little droid saved us." The character's name was, let's see, can you bring up the entire cast?
See, full cast list.
Yeah, full
You're talking
cast.
about the guy that he's.
In the beginning, let's see. So the guy's name is, where is it?
Ralph Brown.
Now keep going down, Cody.
David
please.
Shea.
Andrea Spoot.
And I'm looking for the guy's name. What's
Shaquilla James.
John College? Kid,
Tony
college?
Scott.
I don't even know who you're talking
It's the guy
about.
in the beginning. Is it Connor?
Zach
He's
Mulatto.
only in the beginning, Christian?
No, remember he's on the
Daniel
phone with his
Salyers.
daughter.
At the school?
Yeah, at the school.
Okay.
That guy. So I forget what his friend. Yeah.
Dylan John.
I'll find it on my
Go all the way.
I'll
I'm
find
sorry.
it on my thing. I
was-
can't see from there.
What the hell is his name?
Scroll.
It's not Clay. It's
Scroll.
Jack Willis.
Douglas.
Dell. That's it. Ralph Brown.
That's what I said.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to anything you said. So let's see if he's in Phantom. He was in Phantom Menace. Yes, I saw the picture. So he's the guy. I don't know how. Yeah, Rick Ollie.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So when he's in the thing and he goes, shield generators down. That little droid saved us. You know that whole thing. I'm watching that movie last night. I'm like, is that who I think it is? And I haven't seen him since that movie.
Is that eligible Star Wars question, do you think?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
shit, yeah.
Wow.
Rick
Oh,
Ollie.
yeah.
Like, yeah, look, there he is.
We just ruined it.
Yeah. Do you remember? There he is.
Do you think, can we call Alex Damon or Ken Napstok and see if they would have gotten that?
Oh, they would have gone that.
What Rick Ollie's
Yeah.
who Rick Ollie is?
Yeah.
What would be the question?
Like, who was the
plays-
kid? Like, what's the name of the actor who plays Rick Ollie in Phantom
I
Menace?
don't know if they'll get his name.
Or what was
I
the
bet
name of the
Alex
character?
Damon might.
Yeah, but I think it's more like who says that little droid did it?
Yeah.
Can you
In
text him?
Phantom Menace.
Text him.
Ken might be watching. He sometimes watches.
Yeah.
He watches.
Ken, if you're watching,
plus we
text
can
me
use
that
it, we
you
can
would have
use
gotten
it in
it.
a Star Wars question. So, but anyway, just when I was watching it last night, I was like, wait a minute, I think that's the guy, and I don't know how I did it, but
You
I
nailed
did
it.
But you didn't know Clive Owen.
I just couldn't place it.
Yeah, it happens.
I couldn't place it.
You don't think Clive Owen's a megastar? Like, I feel like-
Megastar? No, I think he's a star, but I don't think he's a
Yeah,
mega.
I think he might be
I
right.
mean, remember he was supposed to. There was talk about him being Bond at one point.
Right.
Because my favorite role of his, hands down, is Closer.
Closer,
everybody
hands
knows that.
Down. He
Mine's
I
Children
thought
of
that's
Men.
when it was gonna.
I
Yeah,
thought
Children
so
of
too.
Men is.
He's really good in that, but there's something about Closer where he just next level shit, but he just never popped as a big, huge star.
You know, I know it's like a super. Everybody talks about. I love that movie Closer. I think it's like Kalinowski's favorite movie or
Closer?
something.
Is
I
it
don't
really?
know. I don't know. I know somebody. It's like their favorite movie, and I feel like they're a Schmodown competitor. Anyway,
It was me, I think.
I don't like that movie.
Yeah.
I really don't like
How
that movie.
dare
I
you,
didn't
sir.
like the play. I don't like
Is
the whole
that
thing.
the Natalie Portman wig one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I
Julia
haven't seen
Roberts.
it.
Julia
I haven't seen it in a
Roberts.
while, but I
Jude Law?
remember.
Jude Law.
Jude Law. It's Jude Law, and Jude Law and Natalie Portman are a couple. He starts having an affair with Julia Roberts, and then Julia Roberts is with Clive Owen. It's this whole thing, but
Yeah.
like it's that scene with Clive Owen and Julia Roberts that it's just like.
Why
dude.
did he
He's a
make
good
you
actor.
sad? Because he's not a megastar?
Oh, because I just was watching him going, and I thought he was, I get that that's why he was cast in that role, and the cast I know the role itself was just kind of so stereo. There was one note. There was nothing really to
I
it.
wouldn't feel too bad for him.
It's just because of what I
It's a
thought he
tough
was
thing
going
to say
be.
about Clive Owen. He's like a British treasure. Come on.
I'm just saying, I think he's doing okay.
He's doing fine.
British treasure.
I think in my head of what kind of hoping he was going to be.
You thought it'd be like
I thought he was going to be like Bond. There'd be basically what happened to Daniel Craig. I thought was going to happen to.
You think that
Owen.
Daniel Craig is bigger than Clive Owen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that both guys have two first names as first and last name. Daniel Craig, Clive Owen. They're
Yeah.
both up for Bond.
True.
Wow.
Well, they were.
See, see,
Mark
Cody.
Riley.
Riley's not a first name.
What?
Some people, yeah. Right.
Yeah,
You
but,
ever
I
seen-
mean,
you
it
ever seen
became-
Inside Out?
Riley becomes a first name for a girl usually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
And
they
in
take
Inside
his
Out,
name.
my friend named their child Riley.
Yeah, but it was
yeah,
a
yeah.
last name first, for
Oh,
sure.
are you sure about that?
Totally
You go back
positive.
in time?
Yes, absolutely. Look it up in the nomenclature of names.
Look at you,
Guarantee you
nomenclature.
Riley or O'Reilly was probably how it started. Then it got shortened to
O'Reilly.
If
Riley.
you guys,
O'Reilly
Auto
Parts. Woo! If you guys had to change your last name, what would it be?
What?
O'Reilly.
Skywalker. What?
You guys aren't fun.
We're
I
not
just
fun.
played.
We're
I
not
said
fun.
Yeah,
legitimately.
Okay, you guys.
I said
aren't
Riley.
fun. Yeah, but did you mean it?
Of course.
No.
Christian Riley?
It's a
That's a
good
pretty
Irish
badass
name.
name.
Yeah.
Corleone.
Jeffries.
Corleone.
K. Jeffries.
I like that,
would be my
Corleone.
name.
What would your
That'd
name
be
be,
my official
Roxy?
name.
It's kind of like Cage.
What would you
Cage
do?
Jeffries.
Cage Effries.
What would you change your name, Roxy?
Star, obviously. You guys know that.
Star?
Rockstar.
Oh, Rockstar.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Jesus.
Don't worry, Christian. While you were gone, we already teased everything we were going to talk about today.
Yes. Okay. Well, do we have any news that we should talk about before we get into the big story at 11 o'clock? Is that what we're
Yeah.
gonna do?
Two Matrix movies are in
And
development.
calls
That's
me.
Two Matrix
I think we're
movies.
burying the whole lead, guys. Is that Peaky
Yes.
Blinders dropped this weekend on Netflix, season 5.
Oh,
The
5?
greatest, yes.
Holy shit.
One of the greatest shows of all time.
Tom
It's getting
Hardy's still in
very
it?
confusing. He will be in the season. I haven't seen him yet, but I'm only like 3 episodes in. If you guys don't watch Peaky Blinders, just get your heads
I
out your
know.
butts.
Don't.
Got him.
Are you gonna watch Batwoman or no?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't do CW shows anymore. I don't have time. I'm done. It's always the same.
Same type of thing.
I have time.
I like shows like Succession. I like shows like Righteous Gemstones. I don't like shows anymore like the CW shows.
I love
Like the-
Succession.
Yeah.
This
Oh.
week was great.
But you
Did you start it?
Incredible.
No, I didn't. But I actually heard you tease it. We can get into that story first. I actually watched the Robert Downey Jr. thing with Howard Stern this morning.
Yeah. You want to talk about
we'll
it?
talk about that. So, and not to just to beat a dead horse here with the Scorsese thing, because everybody's talking about it. But I was got an email that Stern's doing this new show from L.A. where he's going first time kind of doing a show in L.A. in a long time.
Yeah.
And he has all these guests on and Jennifer Aniston, but Downey was on, and Downey brought it up, and because they were talking. Stern was asking him about Marvel movies and being in Marvel stuff, and Downey definitely said, he said, "Oh, if you talk to Martin Scorsese, he says that it's not cinema." And he's like, well, "How do you feel about that?" He's like, well, it's in the cinema."
Yeah.
He's like,
And he also said it's his opinion.
yeah, he said it's in his opinion, but Stern, as Stern does, he's like, hey, come on. He's like, how do you really feel about this? You give him like the answer. He's like, don't give me the answers. Like, this is something. He's like, I appreciate like what he's done and what it's essentially what we said the other day too.
Yeah.
The guy has a certain idea about what film is and what where he came from. But yeah, it does feel like what's that?
Just the loudest yawn I've ever.
That's why I went over here, Roxy. Thanks for pointing it out,
Yeah.
though.
It was so loud. How could somebody have missed it?
No, it's-
Professionalism.
But it does feel. He said it does feel like it was.
A shot.
It was a shot.
Took a shot.
But that's not what I took out of this interview. The thing I took out of the interview was and it was and I wish Stern actually would have went into it a little bit more, but he asked him about he goes, "You ever been nominated for best actor for Tony Stark?" And he's like, "No, I haven't." He's like, actually for this one there was going to be a push by the studio or push, and I told them not to.
Yeah.
He said he told them
Really?
not to. So when we had that whole debate about
What was the reasoning behind it? What did
he
didn't really elaborate,
He was kind
did
of
he?
going. I think Stern went back into the Scorsese thing from there because that was kind of the line at that point, I believe. But either way, I felt that was very interesting that he was the one who kind of told them to go away from the push.
I think it's kind of strange to want to be for them to push you for that. I think that was it Jamie Foxx or somebody commented on this before. Like, I don't want to ever tell somebody to push me to win best actor or
But you
whatever.
have to in order to get it.
100% is part of the game. But if they're saying to him like, Robert Downey Jr., do you want us to push you? I could hear him being like, no, it's okay. I don't think he was like, stop, thief.
No.
Like,
I think, but it's no matter what movie it is, they let the actor know we're making a run and we're going to do a campaign for you, and then it's up to that actor, which probably doesn't happen often, where they're just like, let's not do a run for this one. Let's not do a run for this. Just focus on Best Picture, or Best Score, whatever it is. Directors, I forget what they said they're making a push on.
Maybe that was his thought. Was like, hey, listen, everybody put in a ton of effort in all of these Avengers films. It wasn't just my movie, though. It kind of has like trended towards being Iron Man versus everybody. But everybody did put in a very good performance. I don't want to be the one that stands out because if you're going to push for me, you got to push for Chris Evans, you got to push for Chris Hemsworth, you got to push for Zoe Saldana, you got to push for all these people.
if you guys had to give it, Josh, you can't answer this, I guess, but today to him or Joaquin, who would you give it to?
Joaquin.
Well, yeah. Joaquin.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why.
That's what Roxy, that's
Joaquin
what I was
here.
wondering.
But this is,
That he wouldn't have a chance based on.
It's not. It's about nomination, I think,
Yeah.
too, more than anything else. To get nominated would be pretty big,
Right.
even if you knew you weren't going to win it. Because I would. It's true. How big would it be to have him nominated for Tony Stark and have him nominated for Joker, Joaquin Phoenix? Like, that would be huge.
Because you do think Tony would be nominated not for supporting?
I think that he would have the best chance out of anyone in that movie to be nominated for lead if they wanted to, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen at all. I do think that it was the best he's ever been as Tony Stark, and I think he was the catalyst of the entire movie, and I think that he had the biggest character arc, and I think he had the most to do, and I still, when I watch the end of that movie, I still get choked up, and it's from what he does and how good he is, and the fact that they had to bring him back to do reshoots to do that
line.
I am Iron Man line, because he felt he didn't want to go. You don't want to go to that place again. You want to go there again. But when they convinced him to do it and kind of gave him that line, he knew it and he got it. And that goes into the overall performance and how much he's committed and what he's able to, because he's been doing this role since 2008 or 2007 when they shot it, right? He's been doing it. Well, did it come out 2007, 2008, the first one?
2008.
2008, but they shot in 2007. But anyway, he's been doing this role now for over 12 years. And he's still locked in. Or
Are you
was still
arguing why you think he'd be lead?
I still think he should be,
Yeah.
or just at least nominated. Even if it's best supporting. I think that
I mean, he can still get nominated.
he could still get nominated, but if they're not, there's, I think it's very very unlikely.
Well, the fans started a petition, and they look at those things really seriously. So
yeah, you're right.
it could work.
You're right.
Yeah.
Imagine if he won this year for supporting and Joaquin won for best actor. I mean, like
amazing.
that, but that would be wild.
Scorsese would be pissed.
It's not cinema.
It's not cinema.
Did you read the story about why he came back? It was Joel Silver was at the dinner and told him, "You got to go back." That's a great line. Because they pitched it, the Russos, and Silver just happened to be there. I love that.
Joel
kind
was
of
like,
stuff.
"That's a good line.
It's a great line.
ending.
You gotta do that.
It's a good ending."
You guys sweating?
No.
Yeah, I
don't have a
Did you put it
cotton
on?
sweater from Target
yeah.
on.
I even texted Perry to say, "Can you turn around and just turn it up, turn it down?"
You know? All right. Well, anyway,
Every
so
now and then.
that's that story. What's next?
The Matrix. We'll get back to
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
Zach
do that
Penn.
later.
He said, "What's that? You want to do that
We'll do it
later?"
later, so we have a little bit more time
Okay.
to talk about it.
Hold on.
got 10
Really?
minutes.
Yeah.
Talk about the Matrix.
Do
Yeah,
it.
all right, fine. Talk about The Matrix.
It's only three of you.
Man, fuck me.
Three
All
of
right,
us.
The
Oh,
Matrix.
because you've never seen it, right?
Yeah. Well, you'll get a chance to possibly see 2 before you even see the 3.
Well, you should see the prequel first, then. It'd be interesting.
So that's what he said. This is what Zach Penn said. He said, "I
Is
want
he
to clear
writing
up." He's writing one of them. He said,
Interesting.
"People keep asking me, so let me clarify. There are 2 different Matrix projects at Warner Brothers. I wrote one set earlier in the timeline of the Matrix universe. Lana Wachowski is directing a sequel that I did not work on, but can't wait to see. Neither of them are reboots. So I think we're getting a prequel that he's working on, and I think it's going to be about Morpheus."
That's
I think
cool.
that's what I've heard, and I've heard rumors that
I
Michael
can
B.
dig
Jordan.
that. I like that. I like that.
What's
Michael B.
Morpheus is
Jordan is Morpheus.
Lawrence
As
Fishburne.
Morpheus, that's what I've heard. Or at least that they were looking at him. I don't know if it's a young Morpheus.
Hero?
He's a hero, yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously the sequel that we are getting that was announced with Keanu coming back and Carrie Ann Moss.
Right.
So 2 of them.
That one that one's going to be interesting how they figure that all out.
If you could only see one, which one would you guys want to
The
see?
sequel.
Sequel.
Yeah.
I want to know what they're doing with that.
Yeah,
Do they
me
just?
too.
It's like
They got to
reset.
They got to reset some shit. Something's got to happen.
Yeah, because
I think they. I think
We don't
me.
run it
I
for
think he.
Roxy.
no.
Yeah.
But I will say this. There are a few movies like the Matrix that like destroys pop culture wise. Like it is like when it came on the scene, everybody was losing their effing minds.
Well, Phantom Menace came out the same year, and that was more of the talk. Was
Oh,
the Matrix.
100%. Right? I remember walking out of the Matrix. The reason I remember it is because we had our German exchange student with us, and he's like, "I want to see Matrix," and I was like, "Okay, we'll so go see the Matrix." And then we walked out, and he was like, "I think I need to see this again because the English was very fast." And I was like, "All right, let's go see it again." And we walked out. I was like, "Okay, I very much do not understand this movie, but I think I like it very much." And I was like, "Okay, well, I also very much enjoyed it." So he lived with us for like almost 2 months. So we saw the Matrix like 4 times. He kept wanting to go back to see the Matrix, buy jeans and watch the Matrix. The Germans
Buy
love because the
jeans.
jeans in Germany are so expensive as compared to the jeans here. So we went to the
What
Matrix.
is that?
I don't know. I mean, even though Levi Strauss is a German company, Levi's over here are way less expensive than in Germany, and I don't know why. But they always wanted to buy
But he
jeans
liked
here.
the Matrix.
He loved the
Opposite
Matrix,
cars.
but I remember seeing the Matrix 4 times in the theater. Each time I saw it, I was like, "This is one of the coolest movies I've ever seen." And then the 2 sequels were the 2 worst follow-ups to an incredible movie I think I may have ever seen.
You know what's funny about that though is because I remember seeing the second one, and everybody was so pissed about the second one.
Yeah.
And the stupid rave scene is dumb.
Yeah, I mean, everybody gets that.
But I remember at the end of it, and having this conversation, walking out with my friend because they were within 6 months of each other, and my friend's like, "Oh, it was terrible." I go, "No, wait a minute. This could be a great setup to what happens in the third one." And then the third one was a disaster, and it ruined the second one. But the second one was a good second piece. I thought if it would have just closed out strong.
I think there were parts of the second movie, like the freeway scene,
Yeah, it was
is
cool.
incredible,
Oh,
and
that was
the key guy.
Yeah, but the
then-
biggest problem was they went spectacle more so
Totally.
than the kind
Totally.
of what really worked for the first movie.
Yeah.
Right, Rox? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a shame. It really is a shame that you haven't seen
Somebody
it
did
because it's
send
no
it to
different
me.
than
You
this.
got to see the first one.
It's no different than the thing. I mean, way out of pop culture. Like thing is never even mentioned. I mean, it is, but it's become this running joke.
Right.
The Matrix is like has influenced film so much so since
Right.
it that like you not seeing this is an absolute travesty.
Yeah.
If I said to you guys, spectacle, testicles, wallet, watch, you know what I'm doing or no?
Yes.
You do?
Wait. Yes.
Clueless.
No. It's not a movie. Never mind.
What?
You said
done.
the word spectacle. You said the word spectacle, so I thought about spectacle, testicles,
testicle,
wallet, watch, right?
That was so well timed, Cody. It's
You
so well
kind of deserve that.
Did you guys never do that?
Not in the middle of a Matrix conversation.
It's
no.
from a movie.
It is?
Yeah, somebody does it in a movie. I want to say it's Awesome Powers.
I said it the other day.
So what does that have to do with the Matrix?
Well, you said spectacle.
Oh.
Good talk.
Give that to
You asked me. You said, right, Roxy? It's the only thing I could contribute.
Fair enough. But the prequel.
Yes.
Is it necessary? Because I think that
Not anymore.
Not anymore, right?
I
'Cause
don't
the
think
sequel's
so.
coming out.
I'm more interested. You just asked, what do we want to see more? It's the sequel, right?
Right.
So why I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Michael
think
B. Jordan, he carries some
if
weight.
Michael B. Jordan is cast, and they say it's specifically linked to the sequel, like maybe there's something that they weave in. Great, I'm all for it. But I'm more interested in the sequel.
This is the
for
most
now.
important question out of all of it, though. Cody, where did you find that soundbite?
Yes.
YouTube.
Just
Got a whole
you-
video called Fart Sounds.
Oh, and you just found that one?
Yeah, that was the last one. That was a big finale.
You found a gem here.
That was the big finale.
That's a
You
good
know,
one.
this is.
That's a good one.
It reminds me when Julie found out that the Alexa can fart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she started
Yeah,
going
yeah,
crazy.
my
She
kids
tells her
too.
parents come in and she goes, wait, and she does the thing.
Did you hear? Were you on the show when Cody actually did find the jojoba sound?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He did find
It's
it.
fantastic. I played my brother. We were never big Dice fans, but then we watched Dice on Showtime, and he
Yeah.
started walking back, and I did the jojoba thing, and he was like, "That's a great Dice clip." I was like, "I know." And then my brother had never seen was the
Ford Fairlane.
No. It was the. It's a great car. Is the it's an illusion.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you. He lost it.
That's the
Yeah.
best.
Lost it. Yeah.
Okay, look, we're gonna go to break. When Cody, you have time to go to break?
You're going to go to break.
Spectacle, testicle, wallet, watch.
Nice.
Do you get what it is, though?
No idea.
Is you're doing,
Spectacle,
you're making
testicle, wallet,
it.
watch.
That's what we used to say, the Jews,
and-
to remind myself what you guys were doing.
Oh, because of Catholicism.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
We're at break.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Hey guys, it's Perry here to let you know that Movie Talk is moving. We've had a great time in this 3 p.m. Pacific slot, but guess what? We want you to start your day with Collider Movie Talk, so we're moving. 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to get a longer show with some brand new segments, so tune in starting Monday, September 16th, 9 a.m. Pacific. See you there.
Hey everyone, John Roca here, the host of Collider Sports Time. Well, you know, if you've been watching us every week, you know we break down the latest and the greatest in the world of sports, talk about the big issues, the big games, all of it with a rotating band of guests like Matt Nose and Josh McCouga. We've had Taylor Vashadi on. We've had so many great guests. Now, if you want to see more of Sports Time or you want to try it out for the first time, remember to subscribe to Collider Sports YouTube
Make it
channel
big,
for
and then
all
we'll
the
watch
sports
it.
goodness.
Make it big. Make
Hey
it
guys,
big.
it's Riley
make
here.
it
Let me
big.
tell you about the Riley
Watch it.
Roundtable. You know it, right? It drops every Thursday on Collider Conversations, and I have guests from all across the space. John Roca, Gray Drake, Alexander Desplat came on at one point. We talk everything from movies, we talk about life, and everything in between. What do you want to hear? What do you want to talk about? It's the Riley Roundtable every Thursday on Collider Conversations. You get it there.
Hi, I'm Coy Jandro, host of Collider Heroes, and I'm here to tell you we've got 20-minute episodes coming at you on Collider Video on the YouTube as you've always loved it. Plus, now we've got hour-long podcasts dropping every Thursday, so make sure to subscribe to the podcast because it's going to get even more sweaty on the podcast. Plus, every week we're going to try to get some very special guest interviews, all of the people that help shape these movies and TV shows you love. So, video, podcast, interviews, all coming at you. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much, guys. Stay sweaty.
Well, hello there. I'm Ken Knapsack, one of the hosts of Collider Jedi Council, and I'd like to invite you to listen to our show, watch our show. It's on every Thursdays on the Collider Video channel. It's also available in podcast form if you'd like to listen to our sweet voices on Collider Jedi Council. Me, Kristian Harloff, and a bevy of guests, I say, talk Star Wars. We celebrate Star Wars. We dig into the Star Wars news. We speculate everything about Star Wars, including your questions. So join us on Collider Jedi Council. You're going to have a great time.
What's up, Collider fans? Ryan Satin here from ProWrestlingSheet.com, where you can find the top stories throughout the week in the world of professional wrestling. If you're a wrestling fan like myself, then you'd be doing yourself a disservice by not checking out all the shows we do every week on YouTube.com/C/Wrestling Sheet. In particular, on Wednesdays, we've got a SmackDown recap show hosted by John Roca and myself, where we pick apart and talk about every little thing that happened on the Blue Brand. So do yourself a favor and go subscribe at youtube.com/C/Wrestling Sheet.
Hey guys, Riley here, and let me tell you about Rule of Two. You looking for a Star Wars fix? Well, Rule of Two is that show. It drops on Collider Video's main YouTube channel, as well as on Podcast One's Jedi Council feed. So go over there, subscribe, share it with your friends. It's hosted by myself and Mark Fernandez. We talk everything in the Star Wars universe with a lot of deep dives and a lot of conversations that go all in. You know what to do. Subscribe, join us there, and rise.
Hey everyone, John Roca here, the host of Collider Mailbag. A new episode drops every Saturday and Sunday in your face and in your ears, answering the questions from you fans about the world of entertainment, film, and television. Me and great guests from our sphere do the best to answer your questions from Twitter, from Instagram, and of course, email as well every Saturday and Sunday.
Hello, how are you guys doing? I'm Kristian Harloff. I'm the host of Collider Jedi Council. We talk about everything Star Wars. It's movie news, it's canon, it's all of it. We take questions from you guys. How do you do it? Main channel, that's right here. Subscribe to this channel. But if you want to just listen to it, you got the podcast feed too. Apple Podcasts, you can listen to it in your car. Do all of it. And Star Wars Episode 9's coming out, and then after Episode 9, you got TV shows, so we're going to be your sports center for Star Wars. Do it. Come on, be real.
Hi, I'm Amy Dallin, one of the hosts of Collider Heroes, and starting right now, you can catch our show Tuesday nights with a new Collider Heroes and a longer Collider Heroes podcast, where Coy and I are gonna talk your ears off. You already know that's coming. So make sure to go to YouTube, subscribe, and find us on the Collider Heroes podcast feed for all of that sweaty goodness.
The Witching Hour is all over Collider right now. You can listen to that horror-filled podcast with myself, with Haley Fouch. We talk about witchiness, we talk about slashers, we talk about space horror, you name it, all on that show on the Collider Factory feed. And on top of that, you can find an article all about Witching Hour every single Tuesday on Collider.com. Check it out, get scared. Hopefully you survive the Witching Hour.
Welcome back, everybody, to Collider Live here on Tuesday, October 8th. Riley, yesterday we talked about guests that were coming in, and at the time we didn't have any guests, but it looks like we might have a guest tomorrow. Is this correct? Is it confirmed?
It
you
is
don't know yet, huh?
Confirmed, and we have Crispin Glover coming in tomorrow.
What? Yeah.
Yes!
I love that they didn't know this. It's amazing.
I didn't know.
No, I know, but we
Wait,
found...
how did we find out?
Well, there was an email chain that was out there, and they were really excited to get Crispin on Collider Live. Unfortunately, the producer wasn't on that email chain, so I found out late.
Yeah, but I found out today when I was driving. He's like, "We got Crispin Glover on the show." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I thought we didn't have guests." He's like, "I didn't think we did, but we do, which is awesome."
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. So Crispin Glover,
special promotion.
George McFly himself,
10:30 hour. Yep. He's promoting something. I don't know what it is yet. I just got all of this.
Brad Gilmore and Frank Janish just like sprung up. It was like the bat signal just went up.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Oh, they love that. Oh
yeah.
Yeah, Crispin Glover
It's a movie. I have the email from Wendy because we're trying to do a Hocus Focus with him with JJ as well.
What's happening?
With what?
To your eye.
JJ Abrams?
No, JJ the magician that we used for.
okay.
The one with what's her name, Liza Koshy.
Yeah.
It's called Hocus Focus. It's a segment we've been doing. We just tried it with her. It went really well, so we're gonna try it again with Crispin Glover. I don't know if that's happening, but I do know that there's a movie he's promoting. And so I think we got Collider Live instead.
Yep, that's exactly right. So we're going to talk. I can
the best
but I'll find that out what he's promoting. I'm very excited. I mean, come on, it's Crispin Glover, George McFly. It's great. So
that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow at 10:30.
It's one of my favorite franchises.
Yeah. Listen. It's always possible that somebody could cancel at the last minute, but right now,
why you say
he's
that?
locked in. Because it happened.
Don't put that energy out
It's
there.
happened before. But then a week later, they can come on the show, like Shawn Wayne.
That's true.
I was so sad.
I know.
I had what she just said, like, don't put that energy out there, Bet. I had a moment at the Steeler game, and my dad was like real proud of me. My brother, he was like, good. There was a guy behind us, like 5 rows behind us, and he kept going like, "There's the Steelers, can't win without Ben." And he was a Steeler fan. He had a Steeler jersey on. He was just being like, listen, we were driving.
He was like Randy Quaid in Major League 2.
Correct.
Yeah.
We weren't losing 28-3 on Monday Night Football to the San Francisco 49ers. Burn Cleveland. We were driving. The game was going on, and like it was still a very tight game against the freaking Ravens. And this guy's just going, "We can't win without Ben. There's the offense," and he's yelling it. And I just turned around and go, "Shut up! This is our team. Be positive." And I sat back down, and people were like,
They can't buy me love, Jude.
"That's
great.
Yeah,
That's
I was
great.
so upset, and then.
What did he say?
We didn't. Well, he just like kind of sat back down because the whole section was in my corner.
Right.
Hell
That makes sense.
yeah.
It's so tough when people are
who
like
is that?
It's the worst.
Because you know they're like that in every area of their life.
Everything in their life.
Yeah.
Everything in their
What was
life.
that clip
My
from,
effing
Corey?
dad does that.
I think it's Kristian.
Oh.
Rubicaba?
Yeah.
That sounds like
that's gotta be.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like him.
Do it one more time.
Sit out!
And then could you play that other clip just one more time?
Yep.
Is that the
Maybe
Angel Dice Clay
after
one?
the.
You sit down. Can you imagine that coming out of your body? It's like after a whole plate of meatballs.
My favorite
not
is the
real.
bathroom break.
I might be.
Dennis is like, "What were you guys laughing at?"
Oh,
I'm
you're-
like, long fart.
Long
That's
fart.
Yeah, he's just looking. He looks down. He goes,
It's the Game of Thrones spoof, the long fart. It's
unbelievable. All right, it's so good. Yeah,
Too
it's
dark
so
to
good.
see.
too dark to see.
But
All right,
too smell
what,
to miss.
let's just get right into this thing.
Oh!
Hey!
As good as it
Close.
could have been.
As good as good. These clips.
I'm so sorry.
These clips
Motherfuckers.
that Joaquin
Wait,
Phoenix, by the
Did I
way.
get on my computer?
No, you got it.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Joaquin.
You don't use it.
Joaquin Phoenix.
You're fine.
What did he say?
It was literally
No one cares
nothing
anymore.
on your computer. I would
No,
have
I know
cried.
it wasn't. Hold on,
How's
I'm
everybody
going
doing?
there. Everybody,
It's gonna be a
calm down.
long road, but
It's
we're
okay.
gonna get there.
I can do it.
Hope everyone's well. Hope your
wow.
mother's
All right,
well.
the
Hope your
Joker
fathers are well.
sequel, a possibility, is what Joaquin Phoenix actually teased because we've gone back and forth. Todd Phillips said there was a possibility. Todd Phillips then pulled it back, said, no, this was always meant to be one movie. But let me get to the quote here. Phoenix says, I wouldn't have thought about this as my dream role, but now, honestly, I can't stop thinking about it. And this is a new interview with Rolling Stone. I talked to Todd a lot about what else we might be able to do in general, just to work together, but also specifically if there's something else we can do with Joker that might be interesting.
I really hope so, man. I really hope so because I think that the way that the movie ends, it's like this is one of the I have to tell you, out of all the people that have been tweeting in general about Joker and their thoughts on Joker, or just people that have been talking about it, even though I disagree very much so with this person's assessment of the movie, handled in such a way with class, intelligence, and a way that they were going through their thoughts and going, wait a minute, I understand exactly what you're saying. I just don't happen to agree with all of it. And that's Hector Navarro. Hector Navarro had such a thread on his tweet about.
What did it say?
It just was like 7 different tweets.
Yeah,
Just
what kind of thing?
Comic book
down,
version,
yeah, but he's breaking
his
down
thoughts.
his thoughts. He understood exactly what they were going for, but the reason he didn't necessarily go for it because of what he thought that the Joker, the way it was portrayed in the comics, was more of like an evil man who made psychotic choices, as opposed to a mentally ill person.
Yeah.
And I got where he's coming from. I got it. And he even said this is a different version of what they were trying to do, and it was courageous for what they were trying to do, but it wasn't for him. And he was just the way he broke it down was such. I just wish more people would do it that way. Like I said, I don't agree with him.
Right.
I love the movie, and I want to see more. And I think that it actually. And I can't remember who someone else said. I think it might have been Hal. I can't remember who it was. Someone said that they were.
Hal had a tweet too.
But someone said that they didn't ever believe that this could be like the criminal mastermind that becomes the Joker. Why not? Everyone was so okay with the fact that Han Solo was, he's kind of bumbling. He's not confident. Yeah, but he gets there. I thought the Joker can get there, right? I thought he was way more accepting that he can become that than this Han Solo version was. But anyway, reading those tweets and from Hector, I was encouraged that there's more people that do that. This movie, though, is something I want to see. A sequel. I want to see him do it again. I want to see if he can lock back into that place. But I want to see where he goes, evolving from this particular story.
God, when I walked out of that movie, all I wanted, and I know everybody does this, and I know everybody's Batman, but I would love to see a Batman in that world. Like,
yes,
what does that
exactly.
do? That is amazing to me.
Yeah.
Another thing that I wanted to bring up to that point, to Hector's point, which I love that Todd Phillips is talking about this. He's like, how do you know that's the real Joker? How do you know that Joaquin Phoenix is Joker, that somebody else could have picked up the mantle? And
after him, like he was the first one. Yeah.
And not only that, not like a definite handed over, but a inspiring
idea, right?
And becomes.
It's a good point. I mean, maybe
and
Jared,
I love that idea.
And even maybe that's what people have been asking how Jared Leto connects into this. If this was in the DCEU, and it probably isn't, but if it was, then that's exactly right. Maybe that he was inspired from the movement in the '80s that happened, and he took the mantle. Yeah.
We see more of that on Gotham as well as we see it all the time with
copycats?
No, with Robin or
Right.
with many different characters in the DC universe. It totally could happen. I just think that the way that this movie ended, it 100% set itself up for excellent sequel.
Right.
So I would want to see that. It's not like going into this movie, I was like, we need a sequel to the Joker movie. But after I saw it, I was like, I'd be very interested in what happens next.
Yeah, or even just seeing him as the Joker pop up into another movie, because what if it's Todd Phillips' take on something else in that universe?
That would be great.
You know what I mean? So
he started his own universe.
Whatever it might be. I think that I think that they've earned it now, especially with their opening. I mean, the movie. Cody, can you bring up box office now? What it's made since the weekend?
You know what? It just broke the record for Monday showings. People are continuing to go.
It's a movie that people are talking about. So it's already made worldwide. It's made $248 million. Wow, Jesus, it's really 248. And that movie did it. That is not a big, huge movie. Like, how much that movie probably cost to make? Like 80 million, maybe
50 million.
50? Yeah,
I would say 50.
I bet you're right. That's a huge win for DC and Warner Brothers. Huge win.
I mean,
I think more than 50. Probably.
You weren't here when I brought it up.
Not including marketing.
Oh.
But at Halloween Horror Nights, I was promised drinks and food, and I got one drink by Katie Sackhoff. Yeah. So maybe you guys take me to see Joker, and then we go to lunch.
Well, wait a minute with that, because the answer is I will take you anyway. But I walked up to you many times through the night and said, "Should we get the drink now? Should we get the food now?" Many times I said that to you.
Wait, are you fucking kidding?
What?
Oh shit!
Every time Josh and I asked to get drinks.
Not to me.
Kristian?
No, don't. You're making when you exaggerate at your best. Everyone, when you've ever seen Roxy exaggerating, this is it. Because I can tell you right now, I turned to the public.
Josh,
stop for a second.
Josh,
I'll tell you what.
Help me out here.
You're wrong.
Kristian, I turned to you.
You're wrong.
I turned specifically
You're wrong.
to you.
You're wrong.
I
turned to the publicist and said, "Can we stop now for a drink? Because we promised him to get drinks. We have to go. We have to move with the move." Then I would turn and say, "We can't go yet because we have to wait."
But you said that like you were asking us for drinks.
I turned to him, and at one point, and I said, "Should we get the drink now? Should we get the food?" And then I would turn to the publicist and say, "Can we stop for a drink food because we owe him food?"
But you were making it seem like Josh was saying no. Josh and I were dying for drinks.
No, it was always the publicist.
No.
But we can't blame that on her. She had a
say
job.
He said no. I said, but to say that I didn't say to him a couple times, "Let's get food." And then when we finally stopped then it was Katie who was the one that said it.
In no way, shape, or form was I just exaggerating. That's crazy. And I admit when I am.
I
admit when I'm exaggerating. You know that.
You're exaggerating. You made it seem like I said, "Nope, can't do it. Have to move along."
I kept asking you. You kept saying no. Maybe the publicist was saying that
right.
too.
Yeah.
The publicist was from the publicist.
I remember I tried to get ice cream.
What I'm getting at here
that was when you did your run.
It wasn't that it wasn't offered. It was that it was never just
done.
It was never done.
Right.
So I believe.
And plus the fact it took a million years to drink just one of those.
I know it really did.
And that was the other problem.
Brain freeze.
Yeah, because we were drinking them on the side.
They were delicious.
And to be fair to the publicist, she was waiting for us, and it was like we were still halfway through the thing, and so everybody just threw them out.
It's also because she said when it gets too late, it's too crowded for us to film the way that we were trying to film.
Yeah. Right, and I think we got because we wanted to do I thought we were going to do all 8, and we wound up because they were only going to take us to 3.
Yeah,
and
then we did
because
more.
they really enjoyed him. And they actually took us to 4.5 if you include, or maybe 5 include those 2 kind of walkthroughs.
Dorina asked really nicely too, and they like her obviously.
Yeah. Well, because that was.
I needed so much more alcohol though.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole fun for me.
Yeah.
I love
shithouse.
Yeah, I love getting shithoused at theme parks.
I would have thrown up. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't be drunk and be that sweaty and worked up.
I wanted to eat also, and the funny thing is too, when I went to get that super freaking ridiculous hot dog, at the time because I turned around to whoever was there, I was like, I'm going to get food. You didn't even see me, and because when I got the hot dog. You were gone. You were running. You were getting chased by chainsaws.
And I thought that it would be like a shortest kind of a thing. We run through these mazes and we go, and then we all have a dinner together. And then
just didn't work that way.
So mad right
now. What is going on with that video? By the way, did you find out? You said you were going to find out yesterday.
Yeah, he's still working on it. They just keep throwing stuff at him. So I'm going to sit down with him.
We have a lot of time until Hollywood. I mean, Hollywood till Halloween. But obviously, and then I think we have I went to the Jexy junket on Friday. We have some of that footage. It's the movie with Adam Devine.
Oh right.
And so asked a lot of rapid fire questions.
You talked to him?
Yeah, I talked to him. So
he's funny.
It's going to be soon though. It's going to be soon.
And I've known Adam a long time.
Were you saying that because Frank's editing that? Is that
no,
the
I think
correlation?
that's editing. But we're going to put the clip up on Collider Live,
okay.
like a clip of it in the break or something like that. And I actually really enjoyed that movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. So
Is it called Jexy?
Jexy. It's like basically your Siri takes over your life.
Yeah, it's like
and
her.
falls in love with
It's
them.
like her. It's like her.
So
But,
it is like her, but like a comedy. Yeah.
That's another movie that people don't talk about. Someone said the other day, like, what's a great Joaquin Phoenix movie? You forget he's great in that movie.
Yeah,
great in her.
Okay.
We got anything else?
He plays mentally, like, I don't want to say unstable, but he plays mentally weak very well.
Yeah. When did he change his name? Remember, it was Leaf, wasn't it?
Leaf. Yeah, for
Leaf
Parenthood,
Phoenix.
he was Leaf.
He was Leaf
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
The
Yeah,
first name was Leaf?
Yeah. And you ever see Parenthood? The 1991 version?
Oh.
No, the
Steve
one it was
Martin.
based off of.
Yeah.
Is River older than him? River was
Yes,
older
he was
than
older.
him.
Than him. But Leaf, he was Leaf Phoenix. He was the kid in Parenthood.
Born name? That was
I think
what he
so.
Born?
It was.
River and Leaf?
River and Leaf. Yeah, and he changed it to Joaquin. I think unless that was his middle name. I don't know. What the hell do I know about anything?
I like the name Leaf.
I do too.
Me too.
Leif Erikson, the famous
Leif.
Viking explorer.
Yeah, Leif Garrett.
Just
Leif
usually
Garrett.
when people change their name, it's to like make it more unique.
Yeah, I don't know.
You think Joaquin is less unique than
Leaf? I do.
I don't know what the story is. I don't know the story behind it.
Me neither. We should get him in.
Yeah.
Let's get Joaquin
Give him a
Phoenix
shot.
in here.
I would love
I
it.
bet he'd be
Can
a
we
really
look
good
up the-
interview.
You just didn't know what you'd get.
Totally.
You just don't know what you would
No.
get because
Cookies, some milk.
Yeah. You want some cookies? I want some. Milk. All right. What's
Based
any
off
other
his
stories?
body in the movie, I doubt he's eating many cookies.
Yeah.
No, but in the interview, it looked like he put the healthy weight back on.
Yeah. He was so skinny.
It was.
A couple stories we can touch on is Jason Statham is reuniting with Guy Ritchie to do a armored truck heist movie,
Robert down the truck,
which I love. And then Albert Hughes is coming back. He's been kind of missing from directing. He's going to do a North Hollywood shootout movie. You know, remember in 1997?
Yeah.
We were just talking about that on.
That's kind of what Heat was based off of. Though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who is the director?
Albert Hughes.
What has he done?
Albert Hughes did. Oh God.
Bring it up, Cody.
Oh
have
my
no
God!
idea
I have
what
it
that
on
is.
the tip of my tongue.
I'm not good with directors. That's why
Yeah,
smart down
it's,
if you are my opponent and you get opponent's choice, you should roll with
Alpha,
directors.
Book of Eli.
Book of Eli. That was it. And he also did
Dead Presidents.
Menace to Society.
Oh, what did he do in Dead Presidents? He produced
Dead
No, he
Presidents.
produced Dead Presidents. That was
I thought he
it was
directed
John
that.
Singleton. Oh, isn't it?
Oh.
I think it was Singleton. Go to director for a second, Cody.
What
if you
is the
please.
Good
Oh, that's
Lord
it.
Bird?
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
Dead Presidents as the Hughes brothers. Menace to
Oh,
Society
right.
as the
He
Hughes brothers.
Right, there you go. You're right.
Josh, do you
You're
know
right.
what
So
the
he's
Good
not-
Lord
You're
Bird
right.
is?
You're right.
There's what? What is
The
it?
Good Lord Bird. Do you know what that is?
No.
TV series.
No.
So he's
film.
directing by himself. That's what it is. Okay, that makes
Looks
more
that
sense.
way.
I remember that because Eric Olson, my friend, produced. He produced the
Bohemian. The Motley Crue.
Motley Crue one, but he also produced Book of Eli. And I remember that now.
And who wrote that script?
I did.
Well, Ethan Irwin had some stuff to do with it.
No, but who wrote it? Gary Whitta wrote it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's how he got Rogue One.
Get that. All right, cool.
Did you just Star Wars?
Gary Whitta's my buddy. And so, like, he's really
God
good
bless
buddies with
you.
all those
Thank
guys
you.
that kind of funny.
Yes.
And I've got to know Gary through
Nice.
those guys.
I'm really upset with you still,
and
Kristian.
bless you.
Well, they
And-
exaggerate all the time.
That's an exaggeration.
You exaggerate a lot.
I am very open about when I exaggerate.
What did you just say before? You said Ben and his dad talked about poop for an hour and a half.
And that was an exaggeration.
Oh, okay.
Are you one of those people where when the waitress
I
doesn't
said
come
that.
back after like 20 minutes, like, you've been gone for an hour? No, I know you're not. I'm just saying there's always
No,
those people.
I love stories. I'm a storyteller, so I like to exaggerate things.
Embellish.
But embellish. But I will always admit when I am. I will never. I'm never somebody's like, if you called me out on that, which you did, an hour and a half, I said I feel like I'm exaggerating.
Okay, fine.
That was always my
You
biggest-
exaggerated about this one.
This one I did not exaggerate about.
You were in it with me the whole time. How
Yeah,
could
but
you
I
possibly
asked
say
you
that?
like 5 times.
No
I think we
chance.
all wanted to keep getting drinks. Here, let me defend both stories.
Why are we
okay?
going back to this? It's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
we all wanted to get drinks and food, okay? I personally didn't want to get food until after because I knew I'd throw up. But we all wanted to get drinks and food. The publicist had a job to do. We all kept asking the wrong people, and they all kept saying no because the publicist had to go. So Dorina was pushing us, Wendy was pushing us, Kristian was pushing us. We wanted
the funny thing about that, I was
so many people for communication for it to work.
I sat back on that one because because it was Dorina who had set it up. Frank was directing it. Frank had even said to me, because I said, "How much do you want me to host up top?" They said, "Let's just switch off the mics." I said, "Great, let's do it." And then I just held back. The only time that I was running anything was because Katie was trying to get in because she came in late. So if someone said to me when I walked to the publicist, said, "Hey, can we get some drinks, food?" No, can't do it. Then someone asked me whether it was you, whoever it was, can't do it right now. They want to go through. But I was not running that charge at all.
I'm not saying you're running it.
Yeah.
Let's air the grievances. Let's do it.
About this one?
Yeah, let's go.
Fine.
Air the grievance.
You win. You win. I don't want to do this one. You win. I was exaggerating and I said that.
I didn't say that.
This is the silliest conversation we've ever had on this show.
I agree.
Ever. Thank you. It's fine.
It's not about this. You made a massive accusation about me and who I am.
No, I didn't.
And you're not the one who's
going
to have to deal with it for the next several weeks.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking
this?
about? Yes.
We're doing De Niro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, what are you talking about? If you listen, if you think that I was exaggerating, or I felt that you were exaggerating on that, I can't step back on that. I think you were exaggerating on it because I just from being there on that day.
Move on.
Thank you so much.
So you said what you had to say. What do you want to say, Roxy? How do you feel? Let's unpack this. Let's get this out in the open.
You dropped these bombs, Kristian.
It's not a bomb.
For you, it's not. And then I have to take so much heat for so long because you'll say something about who I am, and then everybody for fucking months will be like, you exaggerate everything. Any story I tell, you're exaggerating. I don't exaggerate everything.
Okay, you don't exaggerate everything, but that particular thing, I thought was an exaggeration.
Okay.
Okay. Why did we go back there? We were past that little stump in the road. I mean, we jumped right back into it.
Okay.
You think we did?
I was waiting for the fart.
I was too.
All right, let's move on because this is very stupid. There goes my pen.
Nice.
What's next?
There is some breaking news that just came out. Looks like that Len Wiseman.
Oh no, Die Hard.
No, but he's going to direct the ballerina spin-off of John Wick.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's the John Wick household.
The John Wick household female-centric spin-off titled Ballerina. Per Deadline, Ballerina focuses on a young female assassin who seeks revenge against the people who killed her family. It's on a fast track, a script by Shay Hatton, whose credits include the Zack Snyder upcoming movie Army of the Dead and John Wick Chapter 3.
Pass.
No, I think I like this idea because that was one of my favorite parts of John Wick 3.
Yeah, but not Len
I like the movie, not the director.
Yeah,
correct.
I like the idea behind it, but Weissman, no thanks.
I don't know. I mean,
you're a Weissman fan?
No.
You?
I have no idea who that is. I think there's a crappy title.
Underworld director.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Underworld?
Underworld, Kate Beckinsale, the werewolves and vampires. Okay.
No, I don't know what that is.
He directed, he did do one of the Die Hards. He did
the third one.
The third one?
The fourth one.
Yeah.
The fourth one. No, the fourth one.
Yeah.
And he was married to Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, he was. That's why Underworld.
Yeah.
The whole
he
thing.
did like 3 or 4 Underworlds. How many he did? And then he was supposed to do the prequel to it.
Right.
You never heard of Underworld?
No, I've never heard of that.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Jeez.
Okay,
Bring up.
Let's do this.
I bet you did if you saw the.
Yeah,
if you
you gotta
saw
see
the
the
poster.
poster.
Yeah, bring the poster up for Underworld, please, Cody.
What year is this?
I mean,
Like
it was
2
over the last
years ago, maybe?
Yeah,
3 years ago?
Yeah.
No way.
Was the last one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones.
I've never seen this.
Really?
Last one was in 2016, Underworld Blood Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, the Blood Wars.
Wait, it's a franchise?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The first one came out in 2003.
I've never heard of this.
Wow.
Scott Speedman.
Yeah. The Speeder.
Werewolves and
No,
all
totally
that.
missed me.
Vampires. And
You might like it.
I don't think you missed much.
No, you didn't.
It's all right.
Seems like a Dorina thing.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I don't think Dorina probably maybe the first one, but it got really campy and kind of cheesy.
Cody, did you like these? Because you guys like this dark, weird stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
and how about Christian Ruvalcaba?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more. It became more like kind of poppy and cheesy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Resident Evil movies.
But like, here's the thing with the ballerina one, which I really liked in John Wick 3, is all right. I put Len Wiseman aside. I thought Atomic Blonde was good.
Right.
I thought the Peppermint was fantastic. If we're talking about like
Did
female,
he direct that?
No,
Oh,
I'm
you're
talking about female
yeah,
assassin.
I
movies.
love
Red Sparrow.
Red Sparrow. I thought was
underrated.
I know. I wanted to put that on. I missed it.
Amanda
But I wanted to
loves
see it.
Underrated.
Red Sparrow.
Dark.
Dark
Dark movie.
Yeah, Amanda loved that, but I love the idea of the female assassin movies, especially ballerinas, because if you guys ever watched the show Flesh and Bone, like ballerinas, what they have to go through in order to be ballerinas is absolutely insane, and they all hate each other, at least in this show, and it's like, like they're starving themselves, and they have to all be so skinny and flexible and all this kind of stuff, and to be like the prima ballerina, it's like an NFL quarterback, only like 4 people can do it in the world, right? So
yeah.
So them being these like ballerina assassins, I want to see the whole action sequence because these women can move like other women cannot.
I think the movie itself and the premise is incredible.
Okay.
I just wish it was somebody else.
Got it.
Directing.
Got it. Yeah. Makes sense.
So, I mean, there's a lot of
What
different
if it was
people.
underworld ballerina? Never mind. No.
Possibly could happen. Is that everything in the world of news?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. Should we take some phone calls?
We can take some phone calls, and we did promise the audience that we were going to give away some Schmodown tickets for Orlando.
All right. So why don't we do this then? Why don't we go to? We'll take because we have one more break.
No.
We don't have one more break.
We could.
How many breaks
I
did
mean,
we
if
have?
you
How
want.
many breaks did we take?
We
Just
took
took
one.
one.
Yeah, so we'll take a second break.
Okay.
And then when we get back from the break, then we can we'll open up phone lines and we'll give away tickets. If you're going to be in Orlando, then make sure, or you can get there on October 19th. Then call in because that's what we're going to try to do some giveaways after the break.
Hey guys, it's Perry here to let you know that Movie Talk is moving. We've had a great time in this 3 p.m. Pacific slot, but guess what? We want you to start your day with Collider Movie Talk, so we're moving. 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to get a longer show with some brand new segments, so tune in starting Monday, September 16th, 9 a.m. Pacific. See you there.
Hey everyone, John Roca here, the host of Collider Sports Time. Well, if you've been watching us every week, we break down the latest and the greatest in the world of sports, talk about the big issues, the big games, all of it with a rotating band of guests like Matt Nose and Josh McCouga. We've had Taylor Bisciotti on. We've had so many great guests. Now, if you want to see more of Sports Time or you want to try it out for the first time, remember to subscribe to Collider Sports YouTube channel for all the sports goodness.
Hey guys, it's Riley here. Let me tell you about the Riley Roundtable. You know it, right? It drops every Thursday on Collider Conversations, and I have guests from all across the space. John Roca, Gray Drake, Alexander Desplat came on at one point. We talk everything from movies, we talk about life, and everything in between. What do you want to hear? What do you want to talk about? It's the Riley Roundtable every Thursday on Collider Conversations. You get it there.
Hi, I'm Coy Jandro, host of Collider Heroes, and I'm here to tell you we've got 20-minute episodes coming at you on Collider Video on the YouTube as you've always loved it. Plus, now we've got hour-long podcasts dropping every Thursday, so make sure to subscribe to the podcast because it's going to get even more sweaty on the podcast. Plus, every week, we're going to try to get some very special guest interviews, all of the people that help shape these movies and TV shows you love. So, video, podcast, interviews, all coming at you. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much, guys. Stay sweaty.
Well, hello there. I'm Ken Napzok, one of the hosts of Collider Jedi Council, and I'd like to invite you to listen to our show, watch our show. It's on every Thursdays on the Collider Video channel, and it's also available in podcast form if you'd like to listen to our sweet voices on Collider Jedi Council. Me, Kristian Harloff, and a bevy of guests, I say, talk Star Wars. We celebrate Star Wars. We dig into the Star Wars news. We speculate everything about Star Wars, including your questions. So join us on Collider Jedi Council. You're going to have a great time.
What's up, Collider fans? Ryan Satin here from ProWrestlingSheet.com, where you can find the top stories throughout the week in the world of professional wrestling. If you're a wrestling fan like myself, then you'd be doing yourself a disservice by not checking out all the shows we do every week on YouTube.com/C/Wrestling Sheet. In particular, on Wednesdays, we've got a SmackDown recap show hosted by John Roca and myself, where we pick apart and talk about every little thing that happened on the Blue Brand. So do yourself a favor and go subscribe at youtube.com/C/Wrestling Sheet.
Hey guys, Riley here, and let me tell you about Rule of Two. You looking for a Star Wars fix? Well, Rule of Two is that show. It drops on Collider Video's main YouTube channel, as well as on Podcast One's Jedi Council feed. So go over there, subscribe, share it with your friends. It's hosted by myself and Mark Fernandez. We talk everything in the Star Wars universe with a lot of deep dives and a lot of conversations that go all in. You know what to do. Subscribe, join us there, and rise.
Hey everyone, John Roca here, the host of Collider Mailbag. A new episode drops every Saturday and Sunday in your face and in your ears, answering the questions from you fans about the world of entertainment, film, and television. Me and great guests from our sphere do the best to answer your questions from Twitter, from Instagram, and of course, email as well, every Saturday and Sunday.
Hello, how are you guys doing? I'm Kristian Harloff. I'm the host of Collider Jedi Council. We talk about everything Star Wars. It's movie news, it's canon, it's all of it. We take questions from you guys. How do you do it? Main channel, that's right here. Subscribe to this channel. But if you want to just listen to it, you got the podcast feed too. Apple Podcasts, you can listen to it in your car. Do all of it. It's Star Wars. Episode 9's coming out. And then after Episode 9, you got TV shows. So we're going to be your sports center for Star Wars. Do it. Come on. Be real.
Hi, I'm Amy Dallin, one of the hosts of Collider Heroes, and starting right now, you can catch our show Tuesday nights with a new Collider Heroes and a longer Collider Heroes podcast where Coy and I are gonna talk your ears off. You already know that's coming. So make sure to go to YouTube, subscribe, and find us on the Collider Heroes podcast feed for all of that sweaty goodness.
The Witching Hour is all over Collider right now. You can listen to that Horrorville podcast with myself, with Haley Fouch. We talk about witchiness, we talk about slashers, we talk about space horror, you name it, all on that show on the Collider Factory feed. And on top of that, you can find an article all about Witching Hour every single Tuesday on Collider.com. Check it out, get scared. Hopefully you survive the Witching Hour.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, on Collider Live. I forget what the day is. Oh, it's Tuesday, October 8th. Welcome back, everybody. And we're going to open up the phone lines for you guys. And we're going to, not only are we going to ask you guys some questions here, and only call in if you can make it to October 19th. And the tickets are for meet and greet, yes?
Meet and greets, yeah, 2 of them. We have 2.
So before we do that, the meet and greets, what you will do, you'll meet myself and Mark, and then you'll come to the show a little early. But to also let you guys know about December 7th, it's the Schmodown Spectacular. And I can tell you right now, I got this update this morning, which is pretty awesome. We're selling out pretty quick. Left now, I think there's only about, which I'm shocked by, there's only about 110 tickets left completely. So there are these.
Is it back at the El Portal?
No, this is at the. What is it? I forget what the name of it is. It's downtown LA. It's a theater company. It's on the poster. Okay. But right now we do have actually 110 tickets left. But there are these super fan tickets. Now, what people don't realize what this is, we're doing a full-on expo. It's the first time we've done it. There'll be competitors there. We're kind of modeling off of like WrestleMania weekend, and there'll be this full thing that we're going to do in the theater lobby. There will be Schmodown memorabilia. There'll be a lot of competitors there. There'll be posters that you can get. There's shirts. There's this whole big thing that we're doing, and that's part of the super fan ticket. And there are a few of those left. But if you are planning on coming to the Schmodown Spectacular on December 7th, I would highly advise. I know a lot of people like to wait, especially in Los Angeles. They wait. They're going to be gone by the time December 7th rolls around. So if you're thinking about get them now. TheSchmodownLive.com.
Is the contest going to happen in Orlando? Did you get 500?
So we are about 75 tickets away. So I'm going on a radio show in Orlando on their show pretty soon. I think on Monday. Okay. So I'm going to see
what show it is.
Yeah, the guy's name. I have to look at it. I do. I'll make a bigger promotion as we get closer. But I'm going to be doing that. And if we get to, I think we're going to do it regardless. But I want to get.
Well, don't say that.
Meaning that I think we're going to get the 500.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it unless we get the 500, but I think we're getting there. I think we're getting there.
Question about the fact that I have 2 meet and greets. Do we want to give it to one person who has a friend to come, or
so it's 2 complete tickets?
You
got to get a plus one.
Yeah, the plus one. That's what
plus one. So it's really one set of
package.
Tickets. It's one set of tickets. I'll tell you what, Ryan.
How many?
I'll tell you what. I'll do a separate one here because I know that these meet and greets someone bought and gave it to for the show.
Jake,
I'll give away 2. So we'll give away 2 sets.
Is my favorite person on the planet.
He's great.
Yeah.
We'll give away 2 sets. So
good, because Josh just wrote like 45 questions.
Yeah, that's another reason why.
6.
Yeah, but that's enough for me too. So, Cody, if you can turn the phone lines on, only call in if you can make it on October 19th. The show. Do not call in if you can't. So, hey, you're on Collider Live. Who do we got?
This is Juan from Atlanta.
Hi, Juan.
Juan, you gonna be able to make it to October 19th?
I'm going regardless, but I want to win.
Oh, you want to win anyway? Okay, good. Smart move. Okay, so let's get you some questions here.
Are we going to make them answer 2 or just 1?
Let's do 2.
Okay.
One. Okay.
One for one. Is that what you're going to say?
All right, one of these is
But a 2 is the better choice.
Yeah.
One of these is a movie question. What was this gentleman's name?
Juan.
Juan. Okay.
One for one, we were gonna say.
Right. I'm an idiot. I was paying
It's all right.
attention to
You're
this.
all right. You were doing your show.
One of them is an actual movie question about Orlando/Florida, and the other one is a movie trivia schmodown question. Are you ready?
All right.
All right. What Willem Dafoe movie, in which he was nominated for an Oscar, is set at a shady hotel in Orlando?
Boom.
Does he have to get both right?
That's a hard one. I think you can use Google.
It's hard.
Google to the rescue. I don't know.
You don't know?
What was that? What was that crazy movie he was in?
Spider-Man.
Antichrist or something.
Oh yeah,
Last Temptation of Christ.
That's
All
right.
right, that was not set in Orlando, but
Yeah. All right. Well, Juan missed that one. Juan, look, we hope to see you there on the 19th.
Yeah. I'm going regardless.
All right, well,
Thanks for taking the call.
You took a shot, Juan. Thank you, Juan.
Should we not give the answer? Are we going to give that question to the next person?
have 6 questions.
We have 6 questions, so we're going to give that to someone else too. So all right, you got another one. Hey, you're on
Such a
Collider
good
Live.
movie.
Who do we got?
Yeah, it's very good.
Hey guys, this is Travis from Florida. How we doing?
Hey,
What
John.
up?
Okay, so
Was it Chad or Travis?
Travis.
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 Good ears. Travis from Florida. So I assume because you're in Florida, you're going to be able to make it if you win these tickets.
I'm going regardless, so either way works for me.
All right, you can bring 2 friends should you win them. All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Travis. What Willem Dafoe movie, in which he was nominated for an Oscar, is set at a shady hotel in Orlando?
Let's see. Willem Dafoe.
This is a tough one.
I think he already looked it up. He's just stalling.
I hope he does. I hope he does look at it.
Is he going to full Ben Bateman and waiting to
Google it if you Google it. It's fine.
5.
Really opening it up
4.
for whoever calls.
Can I ask a schmo?
Sure.
Sure.
Who would you like to ask?
I know it'd be cheeky to ask Josh, so I'll ask Kristian.
It's called the Florida Project.
You're just going to tell him the answer.
I'm gonna say that's a no on that one.
It actually is the answer, and you and Roxy even gave it away there. So
How does that? Is that a game?
Roxy's
original Schmodown was Ask a Schmo. So you would it's like Hollywood Square. So they would say
they either say it right,
right or wrong.
But
so,
they could lie too.
Yeah, and I told the truth.
I said
He didn't hear you.
bummer,
So all
man.
right, well, thank you. We'll see you. We'll see you on the 19th, regardless. But thank you for
White
calling.
was like, say X! Say X! Way to go, Rox.
I didn't know.
RJ.
All right.
Love
Hey, you're on Collider Live. Who do we got?
Hey, this is Caleb from Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, Caleb. So Caleb, if you get these tickets, you're going to be making your way to the show on October 19th.
If I win these tickets, sure, yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right. In the Wildberries live stream, what movie about college baseball did I answer correctly?
What the actual F?
That's a hard one.
Whoa. Hey, if you watched, you know.
You only have to do, and you can do Ask a Schmo. By the way,
you can ask
too.
a Schmo. Yeah.
I now understand the rules.
You're Ask a Schmo. Okay, who are you going to ask?
Yeah. Can I, I'll ask Josh.
Okay. Is it Summer Catch?
Yes.
It was not.
It was not.
It was not.
Man. All right. Well, thank you so much.
We're
for
making
the
you
phone
work
call.
for these tickets, and I like it.
Yeah, that was a tough one. But the fact that we're using Ask a Schmo, it makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
So that's all right. So we'll do another one when Cody's ready. But that's the thing, everybody. So we're going to be doing Ask a Schmo. So remember that, even if it's really hard.
Now I feel bad for Juan.
Yeah.
Juan didn't get a chance. Juan, if you know what, Juan, if you're listening, call back again. We'll give you the Ask a Schmo
He'll never
option.
get back in.
I want
so
you to
hard
call
call.
in, please.
Yeah. All right. So Cody, let us know if somebody else calls in. I just have this note that says poop. Maybe we should hear that poop story.
I think Roxy should
I
tell
don't
it.
think you want it now.
Why not?
Uh-oh.
What?
Lay it
Let's
on
get the
us.
call,
No pun
Cody.
intended.
Can we hold hands?
No.
No. You smack my hand?
What is it? We'll talk about it later.
We talk about it later. That's that. See, you don't want to hear that stuff on that side of things.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. That's
great.
yeah, you're in bed. You're in trouble.
Check, please.
Yeah. Hey, you're on Kristian's in trouble. Who's this?
No, you're not.
Hi, this is Quentin from Claremont, Florida.
Okay.
Whoa.
So I'm assuming you'll be able to make it if you win these tickets today.
Yeah, I'm like a half an hour away.
Okay, good.
Nice.
All right,
Right on.
here we go. Here's the. Remember, you can use Ask a Schmo if it is too hard for you. Do you know the rules of Ask a Schmo?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie though. I've only seen like Schmodown episodes a few times.
Okay.
So.
Well,
I
this
might be a little
is.
shittier on those questions.
That's fine. That's fine. So we'll
All right,
give
well
an easier
then,
question. And remember,
do
you can ask a Schmo.
Here's the thing. Do you watch a lot of Collider Live?
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot recently.
It's the best show on the
Probably
YouTubes.
the last month
Okay.
or so.
All right. Here we go. What was the name of the water park in Orlando that I went to in high school that no longer exists? I brought it up on the show at least 10 times.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Water park in Orlando?
So
Ask a Schmo.
definitely ask a
There
Schmo.
is currently a water park there, but it's not called this name anymore.
Yeah, so just ask a Schmo, and then the person will say the name, and then you can say whether that's true or false.
Yeah.
Ask a Schmo.
Who do you want to ask?
Well, I guess I'll ask you, Josh, if you went there.
See, I wouldn't have
Okay.
done that.
No,
I don't think that's a good move.
The water park was called Wet and Wild.
Oh.
And I'll believe that's true because
That
I've
is-
been to a wedding.
That is
Yeah.
true.
All right, you got the tickets.
the Wet
All right, so you got 2 tickets to Orlando on October 19th. So you got to if you're on the Twitter, go to Mark Riley and let him know that you won the tickets, and we'll see you on October 19th for the meet and greet. Let us know, by the way. Sorry, Rox. Let us know that when you get there for the meet and greet that you won the tickets on Collider Live.
I get that I didn't understand the rules of the game at
Yeah.
first, but now that I do, you obviously should ask the people who say out loud that they don't know the answer.
Right.
Right? Because
True.
what were you going to say?
Loopies.
Yeah.
I was going to say
Loopies. What were you going to say?
Family fun time?
Oh, that's pretty
That's
good.
a good one.
That's good.
That's a good one.
Riley.
That one would have been trickier.
Really?
I was gonna go with something like Chuck E. Cheese slide or something like
Right.
that.
So,
Something
yeah, well,
obvious.
he won it anyway, so joke's on us. Hey, you're on Collider Live. Who do we got?
Holy fucking shit.
Oh, nice
I'm
to meet
actually
you.
on.
Is that your first name or
Yeah,
your last name?
Yeah, it's the first and last.
Nice.
Actually.
All
It's on
right.
the birth certificate.
Nice to meet you. Holy shit.
No.
Holy fucking shit.
My name,
Please.
my name's Brett from Tampa. How you
Nice,
doing?
Brett. Oh,
Brett
okay,
from
Brett. So
Tampa.
you're gonna be able to get these tickets. Should you?
I'm hoping.
All right. Well, here we
Okay.
go.
I believe in you.
So and remember, you can use Ask a Schmo.
Yeah, remember, I don't know
Okay.
much.
All right. This is
I haven't seen what's been going on in the last few minutes because I've been trying to call in and I'm at work. So
That's
I
okay.
have no idea
So
how
these
you guys
these
do
are
it.
for 2 meet and greets, and I just heard from my because we get some more questions that are going here too.
Yeah, I have questions.
I can give away 4 general admission
Okay.
after this, but this is for meet and greet.
So this is for the ones I have.
No, we already did the ones you have.
Okay.
This one here is for 2 more meet and greets.
you have
and
2 more
and then
meet
we'll
and
do
greets.
4. Then we'll do a total of 4 general admission.
All right, Brett, this is a general movie-based question in Florida. In Magic Mike, what city is the movie set in?
Oh, God damn it. I haven't seen Magic Mike.
It's all right. You remember you can use Ask a Schmo.
Okay. Okay, I guess I'll ask a small.
Who are you gonna ask?
Is Riley still in the room?
Riley is in the room.
Yeah. You're asking me?
Yeah, I'll ask Riley.
It's Miami.
Okay, that's the final answer.
So you're going to say true. It's set in
Do
Miami?
you want to ask me?
I'm gonna say I'm.
Do you want to ask me?
Wait, I can't ask the second one, can I?
No,
Yeah, you can ask me.
No, guys, this is like meet and greet. Everybody else that we
All
cut
right,
short.
all right.
How
all
about
right.
you think
hold on. What if I ask Roxy and then I can choose the other 2?
You can also say.
Well, Riley just said Miami, so you got to say you either
true
say
or false, Miami.
You either agree with Riley or disagree. After all the clues you got in the room right now, do you agree or disagree with Riley?
Everyone wants to come to me second.
I'll go with true.
We gave it Jen a silver platter, man. It was somewhere else.
It's somewhere else.
Somewhere else. So because we got
Another phone call.
and you're
Sorry,
and you're
Brett.
going to be upset later on.
Yes.
All right. So we will. Thank you for the phone call. We'll take another call here
Thought it
from.
was obvious.
So now again, okay, we have
Disagree
somebody.
with
We
me.
do have one more set of meet and greets for October 19th, and then we have 4 general admission. So we are going to now do the last pair of meet and greet. Hey, you're on Collider Live. Who do we got?
Hey guys, it's Ed from Long Island, Haskell.
Ed.
Hey.
Ed, you're not going to make it to the show, are you?
Yeah, I am.
You are. Are you just
Yes,
trying?
I am.
And you're trying to win the tickets.
Yeah, I need to save money considering I just got Yeah, I just got my airline ticket. And that was a lot of money.
All right.
Okay.
So look.
All
All right.
right.
So Ed Haskell is going to try to
Ed.
take a shot here
Hell yeah.
at the meet and greet tickets.
All
So
right, Ed.
here you go.
Here's your question.
Same question, right?
Yep. In what city in Florida was Magic Mike set?
You can use Ask a Schmo.
Magic Mike. That's not Magic. I saw Magic Mike XL. Shit, like 2 weeks ago.
It's XXL,
You think
actually.
this is actually Saul?
Yeah. No, that's all. Ed.
No.
Ed.
Oh, you're wondering if it really. And you can
You
use,
can ask a
use
schmo.
Ask a Schmo if you want.
Was it Tampa?
Hey! Did it. Ed hits it without
That's
Ask a Schmo.
why
2
Brett
points.
in Tampa should be upset. Brett,
Yeah.
I put that on a silver platter for you,
I
dude.
know. Poor Brett. Brett just ran into a stop
I'm
sign.
like, is it Tampa? Is it Myrtle Beach? Wait, Myrtle Beach is not in Florida. It's
Yeah.
gotta be
Right.
Tampa.
Well, there you go.
Here's how
There
we
you go.
screwed him though. Miami is such a that's where it would be.
Yeah.
Like you said,
No,
what would be?
Hey, and he chose that. It was a funny thing. What I was going to do, I was going to what was his name? From
Brett.
Tampa? When Brett from Tampa. If you would have asked me, I was going to go. Where are you from, Brett? Tampa. All right, let's say Tampa. That's what I was going to do.
Well done.
But hey, but Ed got it. Ed, you got
way
the
to
meet and
go.
greet. Hit Riley up. You got those. So we'll see you. We'll see you on the 19th.
Job,
All right.
Pascal.
Now we still have
See you
about
around.
15 minutes. So
We got
we're
4
going
to
to
give
give away.
away.
Yeah, I got 4.
2 sets of 2.
I think 2 sets of 2 right now,
Two
but
sets
I
of
will
two.
I will have some more general admission tickets to give away tomorrow if we want to do it. So we can put this game.
Some
in.
call them God.
I have questions if we want to
Well,
ask for
but let's
general admission.
do 4. We'll do 4 more today. So
Okay.
total of 2 more winners.
Two more winners.
2 more winners. All right. So Cody, when you're ready.
If Brett's calling back in, should I take his?
Yes.
All right, he's on.
All right.
No.
Brett, are you back? Hello.
Brett?
You butt dialed us.
Brett?
I mean, what did he butt
He
down?
hung up.
Oh. He had it and he blew it again. All right.
Did he not
Sucks.
use my general admission?
I don't know.
No.
Maybe not. But general admission is still you still get to see the show, and
How
you
about
still
Travis?
Okay. And by the way, you
could upgrade?
No. But even if you get the general admission, you still have a shot to compete in that the fan
There it
contest
is.
If we
because
get-
if
if
you're
we
general
get to
admission.
500,
So
yeah.
hey, you're on Collider Live. Who do we got?
I'm not sure if this is allowed. This is Travis from Florida again.
No, it's allowed. You got
Hell yeah.
you got in. So no, but this time it's going to be for 2 general admission tickets. The meet and greet are gone, so you got 2 general admission tickets here. Josh, what do you got?
Okay, so this is a question based on the show today. If you've been listening today, you'll know the answer
Okay.
to this. Okay.
Sweet.
Roxy lost her phone. Who helped her find it that wasn't Kristian?
Laura.
Hey, all right.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Give him the general
Good.
admission.
I like those types of
Do you want to
questions.
know what?
yeah.
I thought you were gonna say what movie does she has never heard of, and I couldn't think of the name of it. What the hell is that thing called?
No, don't. Actually, you know what? Maybe that could be a question.
Could be a
We'll
question.
See. Why am I asking for your phone?
I don't know.
Why would I do that? Has nothing to do with anything.
You wanted to look at the
Aren't you
questions.
embarrassed?
Trying to look ahead.
All right. Well, you
That's
want
it.
the
Travis, you
tickets,
get
so
2.
hit Riley
Congrats,
up.
It was Josh, I think.
Okay.
It's Josh,
we
right?
got- so we
No,
have
it's
one.
Travis.
You know what?
Pretty sure it was.
It was Travis.
Really? Didn't he say
Was
it?
it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Travis.
Travis.
You're
Travis.
Josh.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
Josh.
Josh. All right, thank you. Well, you won the tickets. You get. We'll
Sorry,
see. We'll
Josh.
see you on the 19th. And let's take another call.
It's Travis, damn it!
Cody a la Rusk. When you got a shot, let's
Yeah.
do it.
Why did we think it was Josh? What do you think happened?
Hey, you're on
know.
Collider
I don't
Live. Who do we got?
I thought too.
Hello, hi. You have Cheyenne?
Oh, you
Are you can
Collider.
you need to sing the song first?
I got the new one for you.
Yes.
Oh.
There's no chance. By the way, it's definitely an accent, but I don't give a
love it.
shit. Go ahead and sing it.
Collider Live, it's on the YouTube. Collider Live, it's for me and for you. Collider Live with Kristian Harlow, Roxy Stryer, and McCooks. And
Thanks.
McCooks. Oh yeah, Riley, I can't forget about
There you.
too.
Yeah.
My God.
Let me tell you something, Cheyenne. Let me tell you something.
Poor Cody.
That your classic rendition, the original, not only did we sing that all throughout the night at Horror Nights,
Hell yeah.
Katie Sackhoff even sang it at the end of the night.
Yeah,
so
she is.
so you should be proud that you have wrote
For me and for you.
a hit song. Now, Cheyenne, where do you live?
Well, I live in Toronto as of now.
Well, are you going to be able to make the show on the 19th?
You know what?
I'm planning on flying out in a couple of weeks, maybe then.
Okay, well, I don't.
Cheyenne.
His accent just.
Where are you from?
My accent is going from here to there. There's no consistency in it, so it's going to keep changing.
Okay. Completely left that time. All right, well, thank you.
Roxy, wait, I got the question for Roxy.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of my song?
That was beautiful. That was really good.
Yeah, Cheyenne.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Cheyenne, listen, as much as I love your song, I got to let people in here that can try to win these tickets. Thank you, Cheyenne.
We took care of that.
Hey, you're on Collider Live. Who do we got?
This is Brett from Tampa again.
All right. So you got it. All right. So you, by the way, so you
Totally redeem yourself.
Yeah. Were you kicking yourself in the ass when you found out where that was?
I couldn't listen to it because I'm at work.
No,
right now.
well,
and then I called in again, and then I actually was one of the guys that just had to hung up because I was doing something. I was like, I didn't think I was going to get through again.
Oh, well, the
You know
answer.
what makes great radio? When somebody calls and hangs up.
Yeah.
It's so good.
The answer, by the way, before for your question that you missed was Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
It was Tampa, yeah.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that's Tampa. Okay, well, look, you have another shot here, but this time it's for 2 general admission tickets. Okay, two general admission tickets. These are the last 2 that we have today available on the show for you. If you can get this question again, you can use Ask a Schmo. Use your head and listen to any clues that are going around in the studio.
Or your heart.
Okay.
Yes.
Now listen, Brett. I asked this question already, and we haven't gotten an answer for it yet. If I give you the director, it's going to give it away. So I'm just going to give you the question straight up. In the Wild Berries live stream against Late to the Party, what movie about college baseball did I answer correctly?
You can use Ask a Schmo.
College baseball.
I need the name of the movie about college baseball. Now, it's like, I don't want to give you a hint, but it's college baseball.
No, like I said, he can use. He's played this game before now.
Yes.
You can use Ask a Schmo and find out, and that way.
Truth be told, I've only caught a couple episodes of the Schmodown. I'm actually starting to get into it right now.
It's okay.
I've been a Collider Live fan since it started.
Well, all right.
But yeah, I'm going to have to ask it.
Who are you asking?
Again. I'm just going to ask Josh.
The movie is Everybody Wants Some.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know if it's the answer or not, but I was going to say it.
There you go.
Yeah,
Love
I
that
think that's
movie.
about baseball. I'll go with that.
Yeah, it is!
Oh, I would have been right.
Right.
Richard Linkletter.
They got it. All right.
Great
you got,
movie.
You got the tickets. You're going to the
Tyler
show.
Hoechlin, star of the movie, was on this show.
Hit Riley
Dazed
up.
and Confused,
General
also
admission.
on
Now
the
listen.
show.
Here's the other thing now about that. So now, because you are part of the general admission, you will be part of the raffle. Should your name get called in the pre-show, you can either compete in the Fatal 4-Way or give it to someone else, but you can compete. And should you win that, you will get a Schmodown match next year and a trip to Los Angeles. So
Who are you going to pick as the manager of your choice?
I don't think he knows yet.
You should know.
Probably Roxy.
Thank you. Mazel tov, my friend. I
All
hope
right.
you win.
Well, there you go.
got this.
Guys, that is the contest for today. We'll give away some more. We gave away 4 general admission tickets today. We give away 4 meet and greets, right? Is that correct, Riley?
Yeah, I have 2, and then you said you have 2, correct?
Yeah, I have the 2 meet and greets that I gave, and then I had, did we give away, and we gave a total of 4.
Yeah, because I only have 2 meet and greets.
You have 2, but we give a bunch away. We're going to give a lot away tomorrow, general admission tomorrow, because I feel generous. Feel generous, and we'll close out the week, and maybe we'll give away between 2 to 4 a day leading up till Friday. That'll be good.
Whoa.
I think so.
It's a lot.
Well, I want to give away a total of maybe between 10 to 12.
Any more meet and greets?
No.
Oh.
But those meet and greets I can't do because those are almost gone, and I don't want to take them away from the
people.
The people.
Yeah, but if somebody buys more for somebody
then
else,
we can
somebody
absolutely
give
do
them
that.
away.
100%.
Like Jake Yakoveta, very generous.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining us here today. I am excited for the show tomorrow. Crispin Glover will be in his house. Thank you to Roxy Stryer, Mark Riley, Josh McCouga, Cody Hall, you guys out there for joining us. Once again, make sure you get those tickets to schmodownlive.com for Orlando. But don't forget, again, December 7th is the Spectacular. Those are going a lot faster. Those are going really fast. 5 big matches, all 5-round matches. Big fan expo beforehand. I promise you, if you wait too long, you're not going to be able to go this year. So go ahead, check that out. We'll see you tomorrow.